What up, nerds? I'm Rock Samson, and welcome to We Don't Smoke the Same, bitch.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for watching the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. I want to take this break to let you know why you guys need to get yourself a pair of these Pakalolo flies that I am wearing right here. That's right. This is the official collaboration with blackflies.com. You don't know what black flies are? They're only the one pair of glasses that Be Real himself, Dr. Green Thumb, has been wearing for years. That's right. The one and only collaboration with the first female-owned company here at pakaloloflies.com. So head on over to pakaloloflies.com. Get yourself a pair of these glasses like the one I'm wearing, which is the Hustler. They come in a sleek box like this. They also come with a nice pouch so you can actually clean them and keep them safe as well. I see from any scratches as well. But the best thing about this eyewear is that it offers protection against LEDs. They're OSHA safe, and they give you the right color correction that you need while you're protecting your eyes out there. When you go to pakaloloflies.com, you're supporting the first female-owned business to collaborate with Black Flies, which is dope within itself. Shout out to Nani, who is the owner. But these are double-coated against LED rays. They're great for the work environment. If you're out there doing construction, if your mans, your family members are out there, you know, Latinos will be out there putting in work. Out there in the sun, you want them to be protecting their eyes, so you got to get them a pair like that. They offer some protection against that. Or the people out there growing, you know, the people that are growing standing in front of the lights with the plants that we smoke. Yeah, those people, you might want to get them a pair. Or if you just care about your eyesight in general like I do, make sure you guys get yourself a pair at pakaloloflies.com. Thank you so much for being an official sponsor of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. And now we're back. What is going on? Welcome back, everybody, to another surprise episode here of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you so much, everybody, for patiently waiting and for tuning in yesterday. Yesterday was quite the crazy episode for Patreon only. Remember, you get 2 extra episodes on Patreon, plus access to the secret menu, plus a lot of behind-the-scenes uncensored stuff on Patreon for just $5 a month to start. Before we continue, I do want to let you guys know about our sponsors that made this show possible. If you're having smog check problems, call the one and only Mission Smog out there in the city of Riverside. Let them know that you saw it on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast, and I guarantee you that you will leave with the right paperwork to have your tags and your smog check passed. Also, if you are wondering about microdosing in your life, go to brainsupreme.co, type in code word WDSTS, save yourself some money. All 50 states, legal, delivered to your door. And this beautiful herb that I am crushing up right now, and I'm about to roll into this backwood, is brought to you by the one and only Hadar Extracts and the number one. Hadar Extracts and the number one is right by you wherever you're at. All you got to do is check in on them, let them know, hey, I need some Hadar in my life, and they will let you know where they're going to be at next. And if you watch the show, best believe they're going to give you a free bag. You know who else gave me a really good bag of some of that fire and some good hash holes? Our last sponsor. Well, one of our last sponsors, the one and only Chiclets LA. Chiclets_LA, specializing in small batch cannabis. Small batches going for you guys in hash hole form or in eighth form. And I know that everybody is trying to protect their retinas the same way we get health insurance when we get older. But if you're trying to protect your retinas and your eye visions, you need to go to pakaloloflies.com. The first official female collaboration with Black Flies, which is the official glasses or eyewear that Be Real has been wearing for years. Yes, he has Versace's. Yes, he has Gucci's at home for special occasions. But every day, he doesn't want to take the risk to lose those, so he wears the best Pakalolo flies out there. Make sure you guys get you some of those and use code word EZone Be Real TV all together at once. Now, before I continue, not my toxic.
I'm in the chair. I'm in the chair. I'm in the chair.
Not my toxic co-host, my imported co-host from Canada.
Imported.
Yeah. What's going on, Nitty?
Happy to fucking be here, man. It's gonna be it's a surprise episode. I didn't know this was gonna happen today, so I'm excited. It's fucking. We got a dope ass guest as a comedian. I'm fucking excited. You're the fucking man. And we got fucking Rocks here. His
how do you
mom
feel
like he banged the pylon.
Before we go into Rock, how do you feel about yesterday?
Yesterday was a madhouse, bro. If I was also on the balloons,
you were.
I took one balloon for the first 5 minutes.
2.
But if we didn't, dude, it went off the rails, bro. There's no way to keep it straight if everyone's on balloons, bro.
That was the first time I ever met Steftone, was him crashing the episode with Nas. I remember being like, what the fuck is happening?
When he starts yelling and he starts going, that's when you know it's
belligerent.
When he starts going like Megatron in that video. Also, that other voice that you heard is Rock Samson, who provided the closeout I'm sorry, the opener. This beginning of the episode. Thank you, Rock Samson.
Yeah, what up, nerds? How y'all doing?
Thank you, Ray, for running the boards as per usual. Morning Shot Films and Morning Real Podcast. We appreciate everything you do. And now, let's give it up for our special guest. Now, I've had the pleasure of interviewing this guy a few times because he's been on the Green Thumb Show. And I think he's been here once, but it's been a long time since we had our actual studio. We were doing it upstairs. I also saw him recently on top of his van in Hollywood where the fires were going on. Yeah. So let's give it up for the one and only Jamie Kennedy in the house.
Yeah.
What up?
Bro, I'm trying not to get fucking lifted.
Why, you're not smoking no more?
I can't. I have too much to do right now.
Fucking you up right now?
I'm going by your smoke. I think I'll be all right. It's pretty ventilated in here.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm getting whiffs.
I mean, it'll happen.
You guys go hard.
We do go hard,
And we
man.
just started. I'm so sorry. You want a gummy lifesaver?
No, I'm good.
Okay. It's not medicated.
It's the name of the pod. We don't smoke. the
We
same.
don't smoke the same.
Man, can I just say off the top?
Sounds just like Tommy.
When I was 13 years old, I went to go watch Malibu's Most Wanted with my friends at a theater in Toronto.
You're
And it
so
was-
happy to
and it
say
was-
Indian guy.
Man, it was a 14-plus movie. You have to be
Try to keep
14.
that away from you.
We
fucking
get in
kid.
there, and there's 14-year-olds don't have ID, but they ask you how old you are, right? And I was like, I'm 14, and they let me in. And my boy who was 14 panicked, and he went, I'm 13, and they wouldn't let him in. We got somebody to buy him his ticket. We're inside. We're watching it. We're literally at the scene where you're dancing with your leg and your arm, and he gets kicked out. Two ushers come and say, which one of you is not 14? Kicks him out. The rest of us stay, watch the movie, tell him how much he fucked up after. It's just so cool, man, that you're here right now. I love it.
Thank you, buddy.
Sick, dude.
Canada is 14.
At that time, it was 14.
We
plus
have
to us.
13.
You guys do 13 here?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Canada's just always a little bit off.
There's a rule against like 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds going to see certain movies?
No, certain movies are like 14 plus or
PG-13, bro.
Yeah, PG-13.
Yeah.
But then
Damn, I
there's 14
never-
plus as well.
I never put that together. The 13 was the age thing.
Yeah. yeah.
What did you think you were doing?
I just never paid. I was just like, that's just the way they rate it.
Thank you.
I was gonna say I've been trying to be super mindful of where I'm blowing.
No, but if you have to understand something about me. I'm already crazy.
so you don't need the help.
No. So if I have to do anything, I can't function. I'm such a lightweight. But I do smoke once in a while, but I have to have all my shit done.
End of the day type thing?
End of the week, end of the month.
Okay.
It's a
You know what I mean?
He's got to have all his
Like,
bills paid.
I gotta
and
have
shit.
everything like in order, and I'm like sitting on a beach. And I know I got nothing to do,
And then when you start smoking, your phone
and I
goes
could
off.
just I just like, okay, I'll take a little toke. But
So it's a reward system for you.
yes, that's how I think everything is.
You do that with liquor too?
I haven't drank in a while. Not that I'm sober, but I just haven't. But
Like, how long has it been?
it's been 6 years.
Oh, shit. That's,
I know.
Damn, congrats.
That's like not a little while, bro. That's
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's dope.
He's just taking
Well-
the weekend off, guys.
Liquor's the worst one of all of them.
Here's what it is. It's I've done a lot in my life, and I do think, like exactly like Ezone said, that was brilliant insight, is a reward system. And after I would make a movie or get a job, or you would go to rap parties, or you would go to cast parties, and and you'd get access to the best wine and the best things. But I started getting like puffy, and if I had 2 glasses of wine, I felt like someone punched me in the face when I'd wake up the next day because I was getting older. And I was like, but I'm not against it. But
I do agree with what you. How old are you, Jamie?
51.
Okay, so you're like around. You're like B reals.
Yeah, I might be 54.
Yeah, so like at some
To
point,
do that sound effect in this town. To do that sound effect.
you know what? At some
We're all
point, you
not
have to
trying.
make that choice. Like it's like, you know how like I've been recently getting in shape when I got the personal trainer and everything.
Yeah, bro, you do look like you dropped LBs.
Thank you, man. I've been trying. I'm down 18 so far.
Oh, baby.
But the cool thing about it is that I already knew what was fucking me up, and it was just the comfortability of just being so comfortable of just, wow, there's like bottles of liquor down there not being drank. I should drink some.
Yeah.
Wow, there's like endless food down there. I should
Yeah.
just fucking eat some. And in reality, I was just like, you don't need that much. Like, you don't really need that much. So I kind of had to discipline myself with that. But the biggest thing about me that attributed to the weight loss was probably like the not drinking. And like now, I want to say like, it's like 2 solid, going on 2 months, just No, just like a fucking not how I used to.
Yeah.
And even like maybe a glass of wine.
Yeah.
I treat liquor like a mushroom trip. I do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
You treat everything like that, Nitty. You're like the most scared guy to do fun shit besides
No.
acid.
They say that
I
the
like mushrooms and
mushrooms
acid. I do that too much.
mushrooms they say are a natural of the earth. A lot of people microdose, and I've seen very productive people that I didn't know were microdosing.
Oh yeah, I did that before I came on.
Did you?
Yeah.
How can you? How many things do you have in your system right now?
Just weed and mushrooms.
Not to
and
mention
gummy
a fifth of
lifesavers.
whiskey.
No,
No.
I'm not drinking right now.
You didn't have breakfast today?
Oh shit!
We had a small issue for a minute. No, not a big deal.
You didn't have breakfast while you cried this morning?
Glug.
We did. You had a breakfast White Claw the other day.
I did. I was hungover as fuck that day. Yeah. That was the hair of the dog, man. I needed that.
You know what's crazy? It's not alarming till like your wife friend starts doing shit. Because I could come in here and you could see me like on 5 tanks and be like, "That's just he's on." But the moment Rock comes in here, drinks me in the morning, it's a fucking it's a concern when Rock's drinking
Are you
one White Claw.
okay?
He's-on can freeze his fucking brain, no problem.
have-
Nobody asks, "Is he okay?"
XG can put down a fucking case of Tecate, but I show up with one claw at 9 a.m.
That is fucked up, bro. I was like, man, see, that's privilege, Rock.
Are you okay, Rock?
Mandatory worried about you, bro. That's that's super privilege, bro. You guys will film me if I just fucking pass out. Be like, yo, he'll wake up.
He'll be fine. That's what he does. Tucker himself out.
I missed those. I wasn't like I was here when before you started the Nas. I came for a couple Nas episodes when I would visit, but I missed the heyday.
That was like
of your,
years though.
But I missed the heyday of your fucking.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for
Nas,
like
man.
when
That was like 6 months before I got my visa.
when
and
we
came
were
out
like
here.
partying.
I saw the bad times.
Hey, well, I wouldn't say they were bad times. They were just
They
like
were
learning
bad.
times.
They
I
were
wouldn't-
great times for you.
Yeah, they. Sometimes you got demons to fucking fight.
You got to do what you do.
Yeah.
All your Hitler jokes made it really comfortable to go home to my Jewish partner at the time. Why do you let him say that?
It's okay. She doesn't matter
Oh,
anymore.
she was listening
She does
live.
not. Huh?
She was listening live.
Oh yeah, she used to. Yeah, she was supportive. But yeah, stuff like that would happen, and she's like, "I just think that's fucked up." I was like, hey,
Did you bring your van here today, Jamie?
I did.
All right, so is it you and like Steve-O? You guys are like van, like that era of Hollywood that's like van status now? Because you guys are like the only two folks that I know that like are rolling around with the survival van.
Wait, he has a big bus, I think.
Nah,
doesn't
dude,
he?
he has like a red survival van that it's like equipped with a ladder and all this shit. He parked it here to do a podcast with B Real.
I have a van. Yeah, I have a Sprinter, and it's all pimped out.
that's sick.
Like, are you ready for like the apocalypse type of van?
Low key. I
Yep.
mean, you gotta be ready.
What made you do that?
First of all, I fly all the time, and I really do think that you guys are hitting me. So if my answers are a little bit on a different timeline, just learn with me. Is that because I fly all the time, dude, and it's good, but I get tired of it. So I can just take my van, and I could hit up from this city alone 8 shows, San Diego 8 shows, North Cali 8 shows, and I just work the van.
You sleep in the van too?
I don't, but I could. And then I can pod from it. So if I go to somewhere up in San Fran and there's somebody dope that doesn't get to LA, I can get them in the van. I've got food in the van. I've got Starlink, which I think is the most important
Sick.
thing.
You have it hooked up to your roof?
Yeah.
That's the best, dude. What about
Sick,
one of
dude. You have Wi-Fi everywhere you go.
One of the fans gave
Everywhere.
it to me for my birthday, and like I just can't wait to do pop-ups now. Cause
Did you say the feds?
No, one of the fans.
Oh, one of the feds.
No.
One of the
Wait.
feds gave me Skylink.
I'm all about, you got to be mobile. I also like to, I don't mind driving. And like I have, different people that open for me that drive it. And I can go to Phoenix. I can just do 3 states. Let's just do Phoenix, LA,
You do LA,
Vegas, and I could just do a ton.
So many more small towns than you'd be able to get from flying into a city.
Yeah.
and,
Renting a car.
I'm not, dude. There's a lot. The flying is good, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't like. It's just too much. Of
You
like,
think being in the air exhausts you more? Like, because sometimes I feel like after a long flight, like you get out of there fucking tired, like it's like you've been fucking working out and shit. I'm just like, bro, I just sat there for fucking hours.
You know what's crazy is I used to. Will you give me a little bit more?
Can you turn them up, Ray?
When I used to I fly every week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, right? And so when I would do that, and I would go to like Michigan, I would start at like 5 a.m. flying to somewhere into Detroit, and then take like a little puddle jumper to like a small city and do a college and play like 2,000 people.
Wait, what's a little puddle jumper?
Puddle jumper is like a 50-seater.
Oh, like a little tiny plane.
A little tiny plane that goes to a small one.
Oh, okay.
And play like a small college, right? And then I would land at 6:30, be on stage by 8. You know what I'm saying? Go and eat at 10:30, whatever, on a 5 a.m., go to the next city. Amazing money, amazing. And in the beginning, I was really tired. But then I got used to it. So now I can fly into a city, do 3 shows that night, blah, blah, blah. But I have such respect for athletes. I don't care if it's a private plane or not. Because to be able to do comedy and shit in the same day, I could do it. But it does get tiring.
Yeah.
But athletes,
playing,
like they land, they got to fly. That is a fucking lot. I don't care how conditioned you are, whatever.
It's a lot, dude.
I think
It is a lot.
dude. Athletes are just like they're almost like just trained like.
But they also get that shit that none of us will ever get. Is as soon as they finish, there's an ice bath waiting for them. Massage therapists.
Yeah, like think about it. Like if you had like, hey,
Bro,
coach,
it doesn't
my
ma-
leg's starting to hurt. Let me get some stem cells. Oh, don't worry about it, bro.
Well, if it's that, but I'm saying it's like just the seats alone.
Yeah.
Even if you get first class, whatever, you get cramped in. These guys are just. I'm just saying, I respect that they're able
It
to
is.
perform.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
Because
even when you get off a plane and go right to a show, you're a little tired. It will affect the performance a little bit, maybe not so much, but a little bit. It's not the same as being fresh and having the day to yourself and then going to
I'm
the
pretty
show.
sure that's the reason people like Joey Diaz don't do it no more. He likes to be. He's like, I'm tired, cocksucker.
He's
like,
old.
It's not for me.
He's old. And
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like an old person traveling that much, bro. That shit. Like you don't have that much time left, bro. Like your energy that you got, like your peak
He's the
hours
man,
are like.
though.
Your peak hours are like what, from like 1 to 4, bro. Like you're that old.
here's the he ain't that old.
He's like almost 70, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude. When he had his baby, he was like what, 56. That baby's like 12 now.
Look, he's one of the best. So
he is. He's fucking.
He is.
awesome,
Low,
man.
he is like just.
Here's what I say with touring is if you get energized by the audience and you get energized by, just doing it. But yeah, I mean, like I don't want to do shows anymore just to show up. I want to go and play my crowd. Like, how you cultivate your own crowd on this pod. That's what I'm doing on my pod. That's what, people like Joey have done so well. They cultivated their crowd. And so I don't mind going from city to city. So I'd like to hit 10 cities. So that's one of the reasons I got the van. Long story.
When you do when you were how does it compare now from when you were doing like the Jamie Kennedy experience, the actual show? Were you touring then too during the show, or was it?
Yeah. So I would just first of all, I would do a lot of colleges. And I just don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I just don't think it exists anymore.
The college circuit?
Well, I
just
just
not the
don't think
same.
you can get jokes. Like, I don't think people are allowed to fucking.
Say certain shit. Yeah, we all get.
I would do crarazy jokes in college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now you have to be clean. It's like a corporate almost.
Yeah, like it got, I remember one time, I did a college and it was Jeff Ross, me, and Bob Saget.
That's so sick.
You
What
know what I
a
mean?
line.
And it was like, and it was like 5,000 or 6,000 people. But I mean, we all like aren't exactly we like to push the envelope.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
So I don't know. Could we do that now? And could you go out and do all the stuff we
Dude,
did?
if you could bring Bob back and you three could do a
God
tour,
bless him.
that would be.
I think it's selective now, though, man.
But
Like
it would sell out instantly. That sounds crazy.
I think it's selective now in the sense where it's like certain people in the audience or certain people out there in in the masses, they let who get away with what. You feel me? Like somebody like Chappelle can get up there and say faggot as many times as he wants. But then somebody
Can't
else
say
says
that.
it.
You can't say that. That's the line. Yo, that's him.
So it's somebody like him. Like he said,
Damn, Trump got elected quick in your eyes.
Trump got elected back in 1995 for this guy.
You didn't hear when he said it's okay to say that, or he said it after the gender part. No.
And Ezone's allowed to say whatever he wants.
but no, seriously, like, how come he's the only one that gets that pass?
Chappelle?
Yeah.
No,
the guy's
here's what
too-
we're
I think
saying.
it's the confidence you say it with.
Here's what we're saying is that it doesn't matter. You colleges, I'm just saying, the idea of doing colleges is very limited now. Corporates I used to do. You would have to be squeaky clean.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of corporations that don't care anymore, that aren't maybe as big.
It's kind of switching around. 'cause
Yes.
They're letting you be looser at corporates and tighter at the colleges now.
But what the answer to your question is, now, dude, it's all about what you're doing. So to me, like, I would go and people would just say, there's the guy from my show, or there's the guy from Scream, or there's B-Rad. And I would do big shows, and but some people didn't even know what they were coming to see. Yeah. They didn't know if they'd see B-Rad, or they didn't know. Only the real comedy fans knew me. But now, you have to cultivate your crowd, and I will go to clubs, and I won't sell a weekend out, but I'll do okay. And there'll be somebody.
That's wild.
There'll be somebody. Well, no, but some places I do better. So I don't want to go out anymore unless I sell it out, because I want to play where I play. And I just played Hyenas, which is an incredible club in Texas, and the crowds were like there for me. They know how to hold the tickets. They know how to cultivate your crowd, and it was incredible shows. Like the room is just electric.
I'm from Texas. What part of Texas?
Hyenas is in, I think, I want to say Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
But it was
Sick.
just it's just a comedy curate. It's run by comedians, created by comedians. It's amazing, and that's what I want all my experiences to be like. But to answer your question is, on a Monday and a Tuesday, I'll never forget. That was somebody I never heard of, and they had 4 shows sold out because they curated their crowd from this. So to me, you know, you don't have to be on the WB. It doesn't even exist anymore, really. But it's like, just do your own shit, and your crowds will, you build it up. So that's how it's changed. You don't need the blessing of the establishment anymore. Yeah. But the problem is now everybody thinks if they got 2 likes on Instagram that they're fucking a comedian.
Or, you don't even have to get likes, bro. You just gotta know how to use CapCut. Everybody's just like, I got clips now.
It's because we're in the Jake Paul era, where it's like, if you have enough fans and money, you can play in any league you want. You don't have to be doing comedy for 10, 20 years. If you could do 2 years, but you can sell out 4 shows in a row at a club, you're basically playing.
And here's the thing, is that I'm all about it. You know what I mean? Like, people got mad when reality TV cropped up, like actors and shit I know, and I'm like, it's just not your world. Don't worry about it. They just created a different lane. The problem is when people get mad at this stuff is that you have to understand that film was film, and then when TV came, it was the same shit happened, okay? So the only issue that you're going to have with this is that eyeballs may go away. They're not going to take your job, but a TikToker may take someone's attention away that might watch your shit.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what? Just keep doing your thing.
Keep plugging away.
Yeah. I think it's less of $20 million paydays, which it used to be like you became an actor and you get the right franchise, you can do that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist anymore, but it's less. They would take more chances. But now there's a lot of people that can make a living in the business.
That's what I was going to say. That's also another part that's encouraging, because before, when I want to say maybe 10 years ago, fool, like, if you really wanted to do comedy, like, you were almost doing it like a labor of love, because I know fools that were showing up, kicking it at the Comedy Store all day just to get $15. I'm starting to hear that motherfuckers are getting properly paid these days. So it's like, when you hear people are starting to get properly paid, people get enticed to be like, well, if I could fill up the room, I could get a check out of it, and I could do what I would like to do.
It's all door deals now, which it wasn't before. Now it's you keep what you sell.
If you can go and if I'm playing 80 people, like if I take my van, goes back to the van. If I take my van and I play 100 people a night and I charge them $25 a ticket, and then they buy some merch, whatever, and I make $3,000 for that show, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's so sick.
$3,000 for a show with everything. I mean, I'm very fortunate. People make a lot more. People make a lot less. I've paid my dues. I've been doing it a long time. But I'm saying that's real money in the sense back in the day, I might get 20,000 from a college, which is incredible, but it doesn't mean I earned it. It just means that that's what they had in their budget and they like me.
Yeah.
But this is the real, you have to prove your seats now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
It's
have to
different
sell
when
your
everybody
ass.
at the door is showing up with one of your shirts on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Like it's way different when every single person has a We Don't Smoke the Same beanie. They have shirts.
Dude,
they
see-
have the weed they bought from
100%.
us. They have all this shit. Everybody's just like, hey, what's up? And you're right. That really has a lot to do with it. And that's what separates the boys from the men these days, bro. Because if you're not able to curate or build off of like the Legos that you're handed, because sure enough, you're gonna get more pieces to the puzzle. But what I'm saying is like, if you don't know, like, bro, it starts out with 5, bro, and those 5 people will get 10 people, and then once those 10 people go, it's like the 5-5-5 theory, bro. They'll keep telling more people by 5s, and then before you know it, you have enough to fill up a room. And a lot of people don't focus on that because they want to see all those big numbers. It's like, hey, bro, if you really want to make a solid living, like I'm not talking about like, hey, you're gonna live in the hills, but if you want to pay the bills and be all right, you don't need damn near more than 5,000 loyal motherfuckers that are willing to spend $1 on you. At least, if that, bro. Like you literally just need like a good solid bunch and make those people happen. Like make those people happy.
And dude, I love that you're saying that. And also it's like how long you been doing it?
14 years.
Okay, so 14 years. So back in the day, I would have to go and I would sign up for I would do open mics around town. And then after I got 8 minutes, why'd you gun him down? He gunned down the open mics. Yo.
That's what it feels like.
And then, dude, trust me, I paid my dues 4 years. And then you would sign up for a spot at the Improv, and you would get maybe from 3 weeks, and then you would get 4 minutes on there after there, and then you would still get bumped, but you're getting bumped by people that are running their Tonight Show sets. So this was like 92 for me, okay? And then after I get on that, you get a guest spot, and then you get a spot on Industry Night, and then you have to work, and then you get, hopefully, you get 5 minutes on a TV spot. I'm not even talking the big shows like Tonight Show or Conan. I was talking like, they had comedy shows on like the Best of Comedy or something, and you could get your tape, and you'd have to go and you get a development deal, and you get a part in a commercial. That's amazing. That's the way we all did it, and it would be 10 of us, on each showcase, and one person got the job. Now, it was you can just put your own stuff out. It doesn't mean it's big right away, but you like he just says perfect. 5,000 people, and you have to have a lot of different things. You have to have your product. You can use your online, you use your live, you use all these different things. So to me, if I were you, film everything, because people like shit. You know what I mean? You see some of the views and shit that's happening, and it's like, I don't know if that joke was ready yet, but it's got 2 million views, so what the fuck do I know?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's just like go hard, and that's how I see it. It's totally different than when I did it. And there's no videotape.
And that's what changed halfway through my career. The internet really took over because I was going through this. We were doing it the same way, literally.
That's a weird
7 years ago, 10 years.
Well,
ago,
you got a mafia up there, dude. Like straight up, like the yuck system is a whole system. When you
Fuck
get in,
yeah.
it's great. But if you're out, then you're like out.
You
gotta have somebody like Jason Rouse to
I'm
take you.
anti-yucks.
You're anti-yuck. But but there's people that like it, people don't. But I just know how that system works.
100%. They're like,
Hold on, I didn't know you were anti-yucks, bro. What the hell?
because they're
That's like the
if you
comedy store out
yeah,
there.
but if you no, it's not. No, it's not. But if you sign with yucks, it's
You got the
you
signs, old
you
school.
can't play with anybody else. You can't play any other club.
Oh, they treat you like
Oh.
an Italian, and you
And
signed the black
I-
artist in the 50s.
The guy who opened the Corner Comedy Club, that's like I was there from the beginning, and I'll always, for the rest of my life, play that club. And when Yucks tried to sign me, they told me I wasn't allowed to play that club anymore.
No more
And I
corner
was
store
like,
for you,
there's
buddy.
no way. I will never let anyone tell me that.
No, you should be able to play everywhere. And that used to be like in town back in the day. It's like, were you a store comic? Were you a factory comic?
So that's
Were you
your Laugh
improv?
Factory.
But now we play everywhere. Dude, you said like about heckling earlier. One of the craziest heckles I ever had that I have to put online was in Vancouver. A top 3 heckle. I watched. It was the craziest shit. It might be on YouTube somewhere. And
Let's see if Ray could pull it up. Right now.
oh, it has to be. Oh, I'd love it if you could. It's Vancouver. Jamie Kennedy heckler. Vancouver.
Vancouver, Jamie Kennedy heckler, Vancouver.
It's on.
I want to say like 08, 09. But it's it was one of the craziest things ever because it was literally this big ass. I can't say Indian.
You can.
Native American, but he wasn't American. Native Canadian,
I thought you were gonna say me.
and he was a big.
What, like there's like 2 type of Indians in Canada. So like was he like Nitty Indian or
Yeah,
like
he was like a
feather?
yeah.
No, he was like hardcore
Football
like-
jersey and
No,
jeans.
6'6", a great guy. He used to book this room on the water.
Is it that one?
No, that's a nice. That was a clean heckle. That was up in the Yay.
Is it on your Instagram maybe?
No, it's somewhere deep in YouTube. But basically, this guy was heckling, and like a Russian audience member was there, and then he wouldn't shut up. Another guy was telling him to shut up. And the Indian dude just straight up like grabbed them both together, fucking like cartooned them like fucking Popeye.
Kiss.
And then they threw them over tables like it was a full-on fucking brawl.
Yeah, Wild West.
Hell yeah.
Bro, got it out, sat there literally like this shit. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Kennedy, keep going. Like that. And he's like, bro. And I'm like, bro. He's like, yeah, man, they're here for you. And I watched it. I didn't even cite it. I narrated the fight. I waited until it was calm, and I went, and then I did like another 30 minutes. And I just thought this guy was just so gangster.
I would bring him to every show.
But he cared about comedy, and it was, and the audience
amazing,
member
man.
was a good guy too. It was the one, he was trying to police the other guy.
Yeah.
But you were talking about heckling. Heckling will never go away.
Yeah, it's
You'll be
forever.
ser-
There's always someone in the audience who
And
thinks they say
audiences,
something
well,
funny.
now audiences think because there's so many people doing crowd work, which is great, and it's always been a part of our comedy. You know, there's like 7 different skills in comedy. I say, and crowd work is one of them.
It's like the 3-point is like the thing now.
Yeah.
In the NBA, you know?
But now, people literally will go to a show expecting like, oh, I'm part of the show now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I invite, and no,
They'll make themselves a part of the
Oh.
show if they don't want to. That's what happened to you recently, right? Like, I saw a clip of you that you brought up some chick up to the stage. That one might be on Instagram.
that one is yeah, that's on the gram.
Yeah, you brought up some chick on stage, and you're like, you think this like what? You didn't even get mad. Like, how do you not get mad? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
when you were like, was it? I feel like I've seen this. You're like, you want to tell some jokes?
I've been doing it. Listen, you have to understand. I've been doing it for 34 years, bro.
damn, that's like one whole
Legend in the game, bro.
Thank you. And I've
That's my whole life, dude.
there's whole yeah. I'm fortunate. You know, I
Yeah,
started
I'm
as
34
a
years old too, man.
teenager. Yeah, so thank you. And it's good. It's a beautiful journey. The journey is the destination,
I
not
know.
to sound off
I'm learning
corny.
to love it.
But no, it's just a matter of even on my worst days when I would bomb horrifically or I had nothing, I would drag myself to the next open mic because I had nothing. And then if I got just one laugh, I always say a comedian has to have a super inflated ego and a super sense of delusion. Because if I just got one laugh, I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm on.
I'm fucking Eddie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the next Eddie. Because I was like, but so that amount, and I had nothing. There's no B plan for me.
That's how you figure your open mic phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you got to. So, but heckling is, I don't get mad because it's part. I've done it a lot, so I'm comfortable. So it's like, you know, people. You know, I knew that she was a baby heckler in the sense that she didn't have her heckling game, and so she's like, "You're not funny," and I was like, "Okay." First of all, it was a tough show, meaning it was at the Soho House downtown, which is a beautiful club, and they were doing a service for the members because it was COVID. So they were like, "Let's do a show." And it was people were eating out in this room. And they couldn't close it. So it was already a tough room. And it was great comics on it. It was Shang. It was Sid who threw the show. And it was like they were
Shang is so funny too.
Yo, Shang's a murderer.
She seemed like a very woke chick too.
Well, yeah. And then so I go in and she starts doing it. And then I was annoyed. So I was like, come on up on stage. And she did. And then she didn't have anything. And then her brother came up.
Damn.
And then they told me they were fans. And they were heckling me with love. So it was like, you know, heckling is part of it, man. It's like there's 7 things in comedy. Oh, there it is. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know what it is.
No, it's gonna go on the screen.
He was going crazy.
Do what? You joke? You value me? This is the weirdest way to say that. You suck! I'm better than you! You literally just said, you without joking me, I gave you the platform. You don't want to use it. You knew.
And the crowd had your back.
Yeah, and that's loud, dog. Now we Do you know why? Because the crowd is. You have to admit, when you heckle, there's a huge amount of narcissism. Okay, as a comedian, whether you like it or not, you have a huge amount of some kind of narcissism in you. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, and if you can admit it, you're probably not a dirty narcissist. But
That's right.
if you're getting on stage and you're going, I'm so important, you have to listen to me. So then if somebody heckles you, they're like a challenging narcissist.
Yeah.
So the audience gets mad because they pay $30. It's COVID. They're not getting out. And they're like, yo, and they don't see, not that I'm anything, but they're like, oh, cool, this guy, I know this dude. And they pay me to go up and headline, and they're like, why is the show about the chick in the beanie? Do you know what I mean? And it's a great place, but not for comedy, because it's people that are trying to be cool, and comedy has got to be the phrase.
That's
safest.
the thing about a heckler. It'll always, at least for the first minute, the audience will always be on your side. You have a chance to deflect it, because sometimes you can ruin it, and then the whole audience turns on you.
Dude,
You know?
I have footage of that somewhere. Of you get heckled, then the audience member. This happened to me in Irvine, and then the audience goes, yeah, she's right. And then, and then like I said something like, oh, like there's a woman. No offense, always a woman. And then another woman's like, yeah, she's right. And then I was like, oh shit, I know it turned into like a ladies auxiliary brunch. And then they don't, and they're like, that's not funny. And then like they get mad, and then you comment on the heckle, and then you comment on the bomb, and they're not with you. It happens. It's rare,
Yes.
and you're just going down, and then you're like, "Well, screw you! You guys stink."
Yeah. Fuck, that's so
I did my
funny.
best.
Yeah, like to any comic out there, comics out there act like, you know, oh, it's me, all me. You will get burnt. An audience will smoke you. There are crowd. You do take L's.
100%.
I'm gonna say it's 90-10, and it should be because we're pros. But listen, on any day, someone could hit a 3 over LeBron.
You never know, bro.
It doesn't mean they're gonna ever be close to what he does, but there's a fucking 3 o'clock LA Fitness guy that can do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. There's someone always been waiting on the bench that can just shoot a 3 when they
Yeah.
need to.
So is my throat sore because I'm now contact high, or because the
probably the peppermint.
norovirus?
It's
Peppermint in
probably
your coffee.
more of the blunt. Yeah.
But I feel good.
That's great. I put it out. I didn't want to keep getting you
Wait,
high.
what
No,
was that?
you can. You were just literally smoking. You were blowing it
Oh.
right in my soul.
I was trying to blow it up, but the AC was blowing it right back at you. I was like, damn, I feel rude.
Yeah, dog. It's all good. I'm supposed to do B-Reel's hotbox, but I don't know if I could. I got to do
Oh,
it. I got to
buckle
do it
up,
on
buckaroo.
Do it
I
with the
gotta-
windows open.
Yeah,
I got to do it.
I
on
don't
a,
do that.
on a week when I have nothing.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
have 2
Your
weeks
end of
of
the month
nothing.
thing when you're fucking.
He did ask me. He's like, when are you gonna come back to the show? He said the last time. He's like, is he gonna wear a mask again this time?
I was a bitch. I was a bitch. Because that was in the beginning. We didn't fucking know, and people were spitting, and I was a little watching too much CNN, 100% a bitch. But then, you know, I had to get it. The thing is, I had to get COVID once, twice, I think 3 times.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Still less than anybody I know who's vaxxed. Not vaxxed, and I'll say it right fucking
too.
here.
I'm
Yeah,
not
me
vaccinated.
either.
Never.
I was
Don't get that
vaxxed,
shit.
But I've only gotten it once.
You got your vaccine, got it once?
And his penis.
Must be all that weed.
I attribute it to that.
They did say that they said that weed was like cutting it down.
I was
Fuck yeah, baby.
I was
Drugs.
unvaxxed.
Yeah, when
I
B
got it
Real got
twice.
sick, you couldn't even tell. But then again, like I don't know, he kind of. I feel like
I was doing shots and smoking all
I feel like
week.
the Truman Show in a way. Sometimes I feel like when B Real just goes home, he just like shuts off like a robot. Like, you know what I mean? like nothing
just gets into his
happens.
fucking styrofoam and just turns off.
Yeah, but we did a show in the heart of it. So once I got it, I was more confident. But I had to get the shit, and the shit wasn't good when I got it.
See, I just treat it like a party week. I felt like shit, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink and do my dabs.
It just sucked
and
when you
play
couldn't
video
smell.
games. Huh?
I hated the one I couldn't smell.
I know you had some bomb ass weed, and I was like,
I didn't get any of those. The only thing smell did go away. I could keep tasting, but my smell did go away
lost
for a minute.
smell, yeah.
My farts quit stinking.
Smell. I didn't have any of that.
No.
I just felt like there was a million rusty nails pushing against my skull
Holy shit.
from the inside out,
Oh no.
and I was like, I was an alien feeling weird shit.
because I'm not gonna lie, I do want to say that everybody who rushed and got the triple and the 4 or 5 fucking booster and all of them, those are the people that I have noticed ever since that shit happened that get fucking sick the most, dog.
Don't tell me.
Like a fucking fart with a fucking little germ could get these motherfuckers sick, bro. Like it's crazy. Like, and it's like I know because I have family members that were so freaked out and they did it, and I'm like, bro, how are you the buffest motherfucker and you're getting sick 8 times a year, bro? And I'm over here just like, what's up, dude? Like,
You know why that is, right? You know why that is.
I think that shit weakened their immune system,
Hey,
right?
you know exactly what that does. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna get demonetized. I don't want to fuck with you, so I'll try to.
We've
say it.
had worse.
There's something called a cytokine storm. It's really simple. It's a medical term. So what I believe that thing does, I'm not gonna say the name of it, is it constantly is making your immune system. It's putting stuff in there to make your immune system think it's actually sick. So it's like, imagine it's the Citizen app. Does this make sense to you? And you're like, your immune system goes, there's a burglary over here. I go to it. Oh shit, a fire broke out down here. Ooh, there's a stabbing down there. Because it's giving you alerts to different little sicknesses, whether it's a sore throat, and then your shit gets weaker because it's working overtime than the little things. And that's why you see people kind of constantly sick. That was told to me by 2 very high, not your type of high, medical professionals. So it's up to you. I believe you.
I'm 100%. I'm unvaxxed, and I just moved in. I just moved here 4 months ago, and I just moved in with a new comic.
You got a boy
From
New
LA.
comic. Hit it with the.
And why are you doing what? He just found out. He just found out that I'm unvaxxed,
No.
and man, he went off.
Oh, come on.
You moved in with a
He
super
freaked out
woke
on you?
comic?
I didn't know.
No.
He's cool, but he went off about.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't tell me you're an anti-vax.
No.
Okay, before you continue, is he like 400 pounds or something?
Damn, does
Dog,
not answer
that's
that.
he should just worry about getting healthy than you not getting vaxxed, bro. Listen, the reason you get the cold is because you're 400 pounds, bro. I used to be 315. I know, bro. Shit sucks.
Hold on.
I was fat
Lose some
once.
weight, dog.
Hold on a second. You moved in with is he open micer?
No, he's
A known comedian.
yeah.
And you live with him now.
Yeah.
So he's probably watching this.
Nitty's like,
Maybe.
fuck, I can't invite
So
him
he's
no more.
mad that you're not vaxxed.
Yeah, he's mad that I'm not.
You're
vaxxed.
not fucking him, bro. Like, what the fuck does it matter?
I don't know if
Spit
he's
in his
mad,
mouth.
but he was like, "Oh, I can't. Don't tell me you're one of those fucking guys. You're part of the problem. I was part of the problem."
Is he American?
Yeah.
Don't drop names.
No.
But wow.
Yeah.
Did you tell him you're a fucking
He
comedian?
can mute the mics. He
Did you
can
tell
mute
him
the
you're a
mics.
fucking comedian?
Hey, hold on. Let him
Did you
mute.
tell him you're a fucking
No,
comedian?
because he's his.
Let him mute the mics, and I want you to tell us.
afterwards. His name afterwards.
Nah, mute the mics.
His name. I mean his.
They're
His
not on.
name
Say
rhymes
the name.
with.
Mute them. Mute the mic.
Mute the mics. Mute the mics.
Who that
He's
is?
a Marine. He opens for Ginger.
Okay, all right.
Ah.
Sounds like
And he used to be a marine biologist, so he's
Alright,
in science. So he's
but-
really like.
I don't know enough about him, but you know he's a really smart guy.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I would have to have a comment with him because, bro, just because you question things does not mean that you're an anti.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
You're not an anti.
Yeah. That's what I tried to tell him. I'm like, he's like, oh, I can't believe we're against. I'm like, I'm not against vaccines. I'm just specifically against this COVID shit. And he's like, then he just kept. It's just. turned into
Bro.
this
sprayed
damn
you with
violent
Hold on.
thing.
Well, my
Is
thing
he,
is
he
like
white guys for Kamala?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he hates Trump too.
Ah! Anybody who don't like Trump right now. I'm gonna come. Anybody don't you come. Anybody who hates Trump right now, I want all you out there. All you out there right now. Anyone who hates him right now, check your fucking crypto.
Straight up.
You know what's up. Check your meme coin. Check your OpenSeas account. Those who know. I know you're sitting there being a sneakerhead, blowing your trees. I know you're on Twitch. I know you're making money. Check that shit.
And not for nothing, bro. Fucking any kind of fucking retail shit, that shit's up, bro. People are spending money because they fucking believe that this motherfucker knows what he's gonna do. So when people feel sure about their leader, they go out there and fucking contribute to the economy. But when you feel that you're getting fucking extorted for everything, you're not gonna want to fill up gas. You're not gonna want to fucking spend money on groceries, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, you're Mexican?
I'm Salvadorian.
See, that was racist.
I thought he was Mexican too.
Anybody who's brown.
I call this a Mexican podcast.
You did. Racist.
I'm not even Mexican.
I'm Indian though.
Racist.
We have a token white guy.
Yeah.
Are you white? Or are you just really high?
No, he's
He's
white.
Mexican,
Rock.
too.
I'm white.
Okay, you're white. I don't know. He could be. You could have mixed it up right there.
He's like white trash white.
I never thought in Canada that I'd be a part of a Mexican podcast.
Listen, here's the deal.
So
You're Mexican. Do you think Trump is trying to take you and deport you right now?
No.
Exactly.
My co-host does though.
Yeah.
Who does?
He's not here today.
He's undocumented.
He's undocumented.
Oh, well, shit, bro. Go down to DMV, get those papers.
He's been trying, I think, or he hasn't tried hard enough.
I don't know if
He
he's
hasn't
been
tried-
trying.
no, he-
He's
I
too
think
Here's the
it's-
thing.
comfortable.
Here's a real simple thing. How fix for that? Are you ready? Someone of note, since he's on a podcast, so he has a job. He's contributing to society. This is how it works. Someone, because I've done this for a lot of Canucks. Someone of note has to write a letter saying, "Yo, what's his name?
XG.
Xavier
Yo,
Guerrero.
XG right here. I blah blah blah. Do you guys know anyone? Need XG because he's a regular on my podcast, which makes money, and he does things that I can't get from other people. And as a Canadian, he brings, and they could just write a very specific letter, and that will expedite the process. It's that easy.
B's not gonna do it. Sam Tripoli should do it.
No, they hate
It's that easy.
Oh yeah, dude. They're not gonna give Sam. They're gonna be like, this is coming from Sam Tripoli. Fuck
Hey,
this
man, he's
guy.
got George Perez.
So
He's on enough podcasts. He's got options.
He's got
Yeah.
enough. He's got
He's
enough.
got
references.
He's got
So-
enough podcast daddies for one of them to sign
Yeah,
up for it, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Cairo could be like,
But-
he gambles too much at my tables.
all I want to say is that I go and do comedy all over the country. In a couple, I have a clip coming out. This beautiful, old school lesbian. When I mean like that, you know what I'm saying? She got that little league umpire look. You know what I mean? Like she's always,
Those man Levi's on.
yeah. You know what I mean?
But she still looks hot enough.
But with a dime,
Lady grippers.
with a dime next to her that she converted. You know what I'm saying? And she's like the pillow princess, and she's like, "You just sit there. I'm gonna let mommy
That's her
do it."
trophy.
Yeah. Her. I had a whole table of Mexicans. Literally, bro. I felt like they just came off a raft. Can I say that? Shots fired.
Yeah, no.
And I was
Their
doing-
feet were still wet.
Do not come.
yeah. And I had a trans, like literally this show had everybody. And I did all like thing. And they were like, well, I don't like certain things, but I still like you. And I like the jokes. We know it's jokes. So I literally had a representation of like 8 different fucking walks of life that everyone says that Trump doesn't like. And they were chill.
Yeah.
They were chill. And so this whole narrative of like Mexicans.
It's the internet, man. It's not like that outside. It's different outside.
The thing is, bro, this fool convinced a lot, like, bro, like Latinos and immigrant fools, like
Latinos?
they always
extra accent in that. You know, man, are you one of those Mexicans or El Salvadorians? See that racist? That
It
when
just
you order
because-
something, you go, "I like to have a burrito." Like you go,
Yeah, no, I say that
extra
shit
on the
in
extra.
Spanish.
Code
like-
switching.
Corrado.
Like, dude, the girl in the thing would be like, "Hey, how are you?" I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going, man? Un burrito con those." Bro, bro. I'll fucking switch it up and be like, if you don't understand what I mean when I fucking roll the R, bro. Like,
I went to that taco drive-through place you told me to go to.
Gavilan.
Yeah,
Fire, right?
and then I went there, and the guy, as soon as I drove up, the guy hit me with such hard Spanish, and I was like, I paused, and I was like, so hi, hello.
Bro, by the way, shout out anyone who's thinking about this deportation. Shout out come to LA on every 3 blocks. You're gonna get a bomb ass fucking taco, and that shit
for
is
real.
legit.
So
and
good.
it's fucking cooked right there. And these people are making their own businesses, own entrepreneurs, and no one's fucking with them. And they're happy that they're there.
Nah, there's people fucking with him.
No, who,
Dude, people are jacking these fools all the time.
bro? But they're also getting in line. Who's jacking them?
I don't know how often
Like
it's
little
happening these days,
kids.
but there's you know, like fucking gangbangers and a bunch of like, you know, individuals that'll go and stick up these taco places like crazy, and it's
Hey, if you're listening to this podcast and you're one of those people, stop it.
oh shit, just pick it up.
Stop it right now.
Yo, Ray, can you help him out?
What happened?
Right, he's got you right now. He's got you right now.
Oh, it's stuck in.
Yeah, no.
Panic!
Fools do be sticking up the poor taco people.
Come on,
dog.
man.
Hey, but you know
Dude,
what,
but you
though?
know what?
It's like robbing old people.
I hopefully that's not the case because I did see there's a lot of them now have that. They only take the pay.
Tap.
The
Yeah.
app. So they're smart.
That is a smart thing. And
Smart.
You know what though? For a while though, it's like because when you really think about it, bro.
You're whispering.
These fools these fools make some pretty good money, dog.
Yeah, I
Like
guess.
Let them live.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, but they're
like-
straight up. They'll put a stand in front of another fucking stand. It's crazy. And by the time the city comes and whatever, they made 50
Dude, there'll be a
grand.
whole
Let 'em
block
live.
of people selling the same shit,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean.
Shout out the fruit guy with the tahini. That's shit.
Yeah.
My favorite, bro.
That's great.
Tahine is legit.
That's
Dude, the
so
evolution
good.
of the fruit game has fucking been changing because now these motherfuckers are like,
Because it used
whoa,
to be just people. Now they
no,
got
dog.
actual
You know
fruits.
you know what I've seen now. So that you got the basic mango, cucumbers, and shit. Some of these motherfuckers are like, wait, people are willing to spend more money if I throw some dragon fruit and exotic fruit
Yeah,
up in
bro.
there. So now they got the exotic fruit cups, dog.
What's that black sauce?
I'm
they
like,
put
I'm pretty
on
sure
top
the
of it?
Paisa doesn't even know what the fuck all these dragon fruit variations are, and he's just cutting them up, putting tahini up in there, and I'm buying it for like $15 a cup, bro.
What's that black
Dude,
sauce they put
why
on top
not?
of it?
Black sauce.
There's like
the pink sauce. Are you talking about the
yeah,
stuff that
yeah.
you mixed to put the tahini on?
Yeah.
Oh, chamoy.
that
It's red.
shit is good too.
You like that shit? That lead fucking sauce?
It's bad.
I don't know.
like it,
Mexican
man.
candy has a lot of light.
I fuck with it, but yeah. You know what?
Fuck,
Lead's good
dude.
for you.
Yeah.
You need iron. You need lead.
Wow.
Remember lead pencils?
How many pokes you got?
Just the two.
Just the two.
I did the first one, and then I got the
Just
first
the
booster.
two.
Why didn't you?
Well,
just
I've
never-
got really bad asthma, so that, and I had a couple of friends go through some really
So you're
traumatic
good,
shit.
though.
So I'm great now. Yeah. I
But
haven't
why
had
did you
any
choose
issues.
not to go for like the Johnson Johnson one-time shot?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't trust that one, man. They say no more tears on their fucking shampoo, and I
But
still
why?
cry.
Why would you not trust that one, but you trust the other ones?
Look, man, I'm not a scientist, okay? I just, I went to the. I honestly didn't even choose. I just went to
He
like.
went.
Yeah, I literally was just like, my whole thing was like a close family friend was hospitalized for 2 months because of it, and like all these other scary things, and they all like me had asthma, so that's where my motivation
Yeah.
was. I wasn't like buying into the hype and all that. Like we quarantined, we minded our manners, and we were very cautious about bringing groceries in and stuff like that.
No more making out.
My family got at me for not getting it. I was the only one in my family that didn't
Make
get
us
it.
proud, son.
Yeah.
God bless
Get
you.
the poke.
Yeah.
Are they still mad?
No, they understand now. Now they're on my. They're like, man, I guess you were right.
I guess it's just simmered down enough that it doesn't seem like it should be a hot topic issue anymore. Like it's still going around.
I never
but
got to see my nephew for like 2 years. He was just born during that time too. They wouldn't let me come
Yeah.
over and see him and shit. You know. Now we're all good, but it was
And
fucked up.
meanwhile, you're the healthy one.
I'm in the best shape of my life right now.
Yeah, bro.
I
You
feel
used to
great.
be fat before.
Yeah, I lost 100 pounds over.
Wow, this is a fucking lose LB pod. Jesus.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go.
with 3 former fatties.
Yeah, bro.
No, I was
fat?
never fat.
Were you
No.
fat,
Yes, you
bro?
were, Rock. When you were little, you said you were fat.
No, I've always been tiny, man. I have to.
3FF. That sounds like a porn skew.
Hey,
Former fatty.
Former fatty. All right,
Xavier's
let's go.
never been fat, but he's not here today.
He
so.
needs to put on weight too.
Yeah, he's been dying and you put on weight. And I was like, you just got to eat like how me and Nitty used to eat.
Yeah, just bad.
I'm looking at the live.
I know.
yeah,
I always look at the phone too.
What do? I put it on YouTube?
Yeah, just mute your phone so it's not blaring. I was gonna ask some movie-related questions.
Go for it.
Hey.
I love that he holds on to all the memorabilia in his studio. I seen some of this shit.
That's
I was like, holy
sick.
shit.
That's sick.
Well, I was gonna say first and
You have a big
foremost-
studio?
It's getting bigger.
Fuck yeah.
I have one downstairs, and then I have one upstairs that I do solos.
You want water?
Yeah, I'd love one. What are you gonna say?
I was
bro?
gonna ask. So you love the movie Monkey Bone? You brought it up a bunch. I was watching one of your things. You were talking about the Son of the Mask. You
That's a
kept
deep
bringing up-
cut.
But you kept bringing up Monkey Bone. I fucking love Monkey
I
Bone.
brought up Monkey Bone because I think Monkey Bone had a lot of talented people in it,
Yeah.
and it was a big budget,
It was executed so well too, man.
and
It's
it
one of my
was,
favorites.
and I don't, and it wasn't rewarded in the marketplace, and I
Nah.
think a lot of people took flack for that movie in terms of like why didn't it perform, but it was there, and I just said, I think it was a kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? And so yeah, but I
I
don't.
could definitely see that. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
That
I just
was-
remember how, because yeah, our movie got skewered.
Yeah.
But there's
I
a
remember.
whole new thing now. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Oh, so you're older.
Yeah.
But there are so many people that grew up on the movie. We made the movie. They made it much more kid friendly. So now
Son of Mex, yeah.
all the kids now who watch it when they're 5 or 22 and they're like, I love the movie.
Yeah. Well, I remember you saying that you guys had the CGI department from Jurassic Park on that shit.
Yeah.
So that was
Lucas.
sick. Yeah. Yeah.
Lucas.
Oh, it's
Literally
Lucas, yeah.
Star Wars, bro.
Holy shit, okay,
We had
okay.
we had the top of the top. I mean, it was a big budget movie. And I was
Yeah.
doing scenes with, silver balls and huge green screens. But, there's a lot. The director is an insanely talented person. The script was a lot better than people realize what's on the screen. I did a lot of stuff that's not on there. My co-stars were all amazing. Thank you, bro. It's just a matter of there's politics. We didn't have Final Cut, and we didn't market it, and we were supposed to come out July 4th.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was
2004, right?
July 4th, but I was going to be on the buses.
When did it come out?
February of fucking 2005. They just dumped the shit. That's called the dumping ground.
Where there's like,
Yeah. And then if it popped off, it popped off. So you work a year, bro. I worked a year of my life. I was very well compensated. It was amazing.
But you were in Australia for 6 months of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it comes out, and in 3 seconds, it's done. All your hard work is done, and people are just like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And they don't understand how much you put into it. And they don't understand the whole backstory. And they never tried. I don't, like anyone who's ever tried anything, I don't care if you tried to make an album, tried to make it as an athlete, tried to be a fucking fashion designer, write a book, whatever. You're not going to be as critical because you know the pain. It's the people that don't fucking try. You know what I mean? That's what I learned through all this exposure of heckling.
And I was gonna say my other question was, you did a movie with my homie. He's Matt Rife was one of the first people I met when I moved out here 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, how was working on Don't Suck with him?
Listen, we couldn't have asked for a better timing.
Right? Yeah, that was actually really serendipitous timing.
Like when I did a show,
when did you do Low Key?
I would do Low Key over the pandemic.
Okay, because I started doing music.
You're a comedian?
No, I did my beat music thing. Okay. When they locked in the belly room, I started doing music for them up there and playing everybody on and off.
I did a couple there. I did Low Key. I did San Diego. He put chairs up. I mean, he was really inventive, him and Paul, about where to do these shows. And the back of that truck became the go-to.
Such a fucking staple.
Yeah. And then we do the movie. He's like he really wanted to do the movie, and he's fucking amazing in it. Like he's perfect as this character.
Yeah.
And I did a show with him in Christmas after the movie, like on Sunset, and I don't know, there might have been 23 people there.
Dude, it was wild. I remember.
And then within like 6 months, I saw that he sold out one place, and it was just incredible. So it was the perfect timing for us.
It was funny because he popped off, and I was kicking myself. So I work in cannabis outside of all this stuff, and they took Low Key comedy to Austin, which is my hometown, where I'm from.
Keep Austin
weird.
Yeah.
They're not doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, Austin. I have
love-hate relationship for.
I love Austin, but I always got annoyed at that slogan. Keep Austin weird.
Well, it's also Portland's
We're so
slogan.
Weird, is it?
Yeah.
They have the same slogan?
The
You don't
exact
have to
same
say
thing,
you're
exact
weird.
same font. Well, and that's the thing is that was the thing. That's the reason why I love my roots, but I was so happy to get the fuck out of Texas. No disrespect to anybody listening, but it was just like a giant circle jerk fest and like no money. It was like because like being in Austin, people were getting so mad about all the growth from like South by Southwest, the comedy scene,
Bro,
all of that. It's blown the fuck up. It's not the same as it used to be.
New LA, bro.
Yo, bro. I love that town. In terms, the airport alone.
Oh, Bert, yeah.
Some of the best fucking food you'll ever have,
Taco Deli, baby.
dude. Off the hook. But
At
I
the
love that
airport?
it's getting big.
Yeah.
It's a deli or a taco
The
place?
taco place called Taco
Bro,
Deli.
it's insane, and the airport is so high tech. You can fly to Saudi Arabia right from Austin.
It's like Tex-Mex.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like Tex-Mex breakfast tacos. It's fucking.
I always want, I like the aspect of Tex-Mex where they put nacho cheese in a taco. I just
Bro,
want
bucks.
Just once, I've always wanted to have like one of these Mexican guys and be like, ¿Cuánto le doy? Be like, oh yeah, me da 4 de asada con queso. You know what I mean? Like it is straight up just on those 4. Although I know that's probably not the healthiest choice.
Can we just plan a trip to Austin so I can take y'all to some good ass food?
Let's do it.
Are you
y'all.
ready?
Let's
Tell me
road
if I'm
trip
on the
it.
right track. Tender thighs.
Tender thighs?
Ooh! I didn't realize this, but the best shit, deep fried chicken, is like the thigh part.
Oh.
Tender thighs
I
was
thought
a-
you were talking about. That's a place
Tender
called Tender Thighs.
was a truck
Oh,
in the
okay.
back of like a bar.
Yeah.
And like the back, it was like 3 establishments deep, and it was a fucking truck, and it's bomb.
Was this Rainy Street where they have all the fucking houses they converted into bars in that small little
Bro,
neighborhood
I love
downtown?
you, but you're asking me to like
Yeah.
fact checking me on a. Was that the street? Was that
Is it-
1603 Rainy Street, second floor?
Yeah, bro, you sounded like
have
Was
you
Joey,
there a
been smoking
beat up
here?
stop sign with a tag on it
you
from this
sounded
guy?
like fucking Joey Diaz when he says they was
Right there.
1972 MLK Day, cocksucker.
Wait,
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait,
that
right-
looks fucking
the wind was
bomb.
blowing.
off the chain, off. Look at you right now. I'm not even high, and I want that.
That looks like
I mean,
that,
I'm thinking about it
that
now.
looks like
Off
when you take a bite, it
the
like sounds like croutons.
You gotta
Bro.
next time
Crunchy.
you're in Texas, you have to go to Rolling Smoke Barbecue. You can holler at anybody here because my friend Kyle, who runs that joint, little food truck, you know Kyle, best fucking barbecue I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a big statement.
yeah. No,
That's
no,
a big
and also-
statement, bro.
That was Bushwick
It's
Bill.
a big statement, bro.
It was Bushwick Bill's favorite spot, dude.
Is Bushwick Bill barbecue Bushwick Bill now?
No, he's
He's
dead.
got- Oh, God rest his soul.
Yeah, the Ghetto
I
Boys.
swear- yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a barbecue expert. God rest your soul.
Hey, you just like good Texas
that the
barbecue.
midget?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. This guy. Be respectful.
See, all right, so
Trump's been in office 15 hours. He's dropping M.
we've been saying midget though. Midget, dude, midget's not offensive, bro. It's not like the N
It's his
word.
favorite thing in the world.
Midget is a
Yeah.
cool ass word, dude. I wish they'd
We should
embrace it more.
take a poll.
Okay, let's run a poll. What are we doing a poll
Can you
for?
say
Is,
Can you say the
Can
M
you
word?
say-
is midget cool?
smidge?
Smidge. Ooh, yeah. Can you even say, can I have a smidge of that anymore? Is that kosher?
What does smidge mean?
Just like a little bit.
But why is it not right?
Because it sounds like midge.
Oh,
You fucking smidget.
Can I get a smidge?
Can I get a little smidge of that?
See, that sounds way more offensive than midget itself. Like if I was like, you fucking smidget, as compared to midget. like,
I got the
sounds-
F-bomb in it.
yeah, like that sounds way fucking more offensive than midget. Midget sounds kind of cool. It's like, yeah, that's my homie. He's a little midget. And then like, it's just like America just got offended. Like I don't know, if those fools got all mad. I was like, Kid Rock was putting those fools on the map, dog, when he had his own midget.
So was Austin
That
Powers.
guy was awesome, man. The Austin Powers midget was sick too, dude.
Yeah, Vern.
Mini me.
Yeah,
R.I.P. as well. God rest
Yep.
his soul,
I heard that fool knew how to party, dog.
bro.
Do you not remember the video of him pissing off the side of his rascal?
Yeah,
That shit was hard.
he just rolled over.
Yeah. He
I was
rolls up to a plant because it was some fucking reality household thing. Yeah, Vern's fucking wasted. Pulls up on his little rascal to like a house plant. Literally just doesn't even stand up. Just fucking turns his little chair and just fucking
Legend.
pisses. Yeah.
You ever party with him?
Well, I would say this, and God rest his soul, beautiful man. At the Playboy Mansion,
Oh, so
Oh
He would-
damn.
he would post up. So there's all this stuff in the yard with these pillows, and he would post up and have his little, spot. And he always, not one, two.
yeah.
Damn.
He had two, always baddies with him, and he had a homie, I think, that assisted him. But he would scoot around the party, and it was legit. Like
That's cool.
he pulled, and sweetest guy, and but his game was very good, and I think he did like the party. I think he would drink a good amount, like you're drinking.
That's how
But you got to remember, he's got a third of the space you do.
Yeah.
So he was. I don't know how he did it,
fucked
but
up.
but he was always. He didn't seem any more drunk than anyone else.
a third of the space is like wow.
That's what I mean. We have. He's a third of your size. So I don't. I God bless his soul, man. I don't like to speak about people no longer here.
You can speak positive about him.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
if they
not-
got
Well,
fun
All day,
memories.
he's the man.
what was the biggest like production you were ever a part of?
Probably Son of the Mask. It was a huge movie. I went in like a month, 6 weeks before, and I had to do so many different trainings. I had to do dance training because we had numbers, singing training. I had a baby in the movie, but they're twins because you can't,
Overwork them.
have a baby work.
Full health shit.
And so you have to have baby time every day with the baby. So there was a nurse there and the mother.
Can't
and
work.
Baby, you can't work a baby more than 4 hours.
Yeah, that's why
Baby's
Full
got a
House had
cush.
the twins, Ashley and
Bro.
Michelle Olsen,
Yeah.
so they could switch in.
Bro, they straight up like this. Hold that right there. I think that I just got contact. So hold it like this. Now
Hold the
say
baby.
Say something like this, like, "Oh, I love you so much."
Oh, I love you so much, baby.
Say something like, "Oh." Now just keep talking.
All right, the baby's gone now.
In the middle of the scene, I'd be like, "Listen, honey, we gotta go," and the fucking baby would just be pulled out of my hand. Mid scene, I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "No, baby can't work more than 4 hours. It's now 4 hours. The baby's got to go." And they would take the baby, and I'm like, "Yo, well, give me the twin." And they're like, "No, that baby's done." So you could not.
Anymore
The
of that.
baby police in Australia, God bless them, they're amazing.
Oh.
So, but I had to go, and you have to bond. So I would be with the mother and the nurse, and they would. I know every way to like hold a baby properly, and they were amazing.
That's cool.
The nurse and the family, but we did so many. I had to sit with the animal. It was my dog because the dog also you have to get trust.
Yeah.
So it was the best. It was crazy. I had the best time of my life.
That's
It
cool.
was so much work.
That's a lot of prep work you don't think about. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was and the CGIs, I would sit with those guys because you have to hit your marks. There was acting, then there was technical, then there was emotional. It was off the hook, and
It's a lifetime experience.
it was incredible.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
I don't know how they only make, and it was me and the rest of my cast. Like, I was blessed. And to make movies like that on a big scale and go away to another country, you make family members. You have experience you'll never experience, and that's what I love about our business.
Yeah.
What did you
Got people all over the world.
What did you end up keeping from that movie? Did you keep like the mask?
I have a mask.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have I think an article or two of clothing. I know the guy that has the car, and I think he'll sell it to me.
Oh, sick.
There's a guy in Chicago that's got that souped up like mask mobile.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think he'll sell it to me.
Oh,
And
sick.
it's unbelievable. This guy's got every car. He's outside of Chicago. He's got the most amazing museum.
I want a DeLorean, man. That's all I want.
Bro,
DeLoreans
are they
pretty sick.
around?
Yeah, the people rent them out. Like they'll rent them out for like parties and shit, and they bring the model. Last time they had one at a sesh, and I was just in there like because I was hosting. So
I just want one to drive,
I
dog.
was drinking in it, but not driving though.
That's cool.
Drinking and going to the future.
Yeah, pushing all the buttons that didn't do shit.
Driving home would be so sick.
I don't even want like the tricked out Back to the Future. I just want a fucking DeLorean.
Where
like,
would you go, Jamie?
In the car?
Yeah, like
If you went to
got
Back to the Future?
like where, what time?
Oh,
I
I
know
had
where
to go
he
in a
would go.
time frame?
yeah.
Oh shit. For me, I would probably say I would like to go back to the 80s.
Not a far jump, but a reasonable one that makes sense.
That's a fun jump.
The 80s are everything, man. It's like it was still an innocence, but we were just, we were understanding what a Commodore 64 was. You know what I mean?
Damn, deep cut.
Yeah, or you got your first Atari 2600, the video games, your BMX bike.
Damn.
You
We
still
weren't
got
all connected.
yeah, and it was you break dance. You know what I mean? I discovered hip hop, but I also love John Hughes movies. I love skateboarding, and it was like I don't know, man. It was a time where it was so exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
the world
'cause-
was changing at that time.
yeah, but it was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't like I don't remember.
cordless
Maybe
phone.
I'm obviously shielded, and there's shit going on all the time we don't see. But it wasn't. It didn't feel like I was being fed darkness.
yeah, because
All
we're,
the
we're
time.
connected.
Yeah,
Because
like
we're constantly on our phone, and between every two memes is some horrible shit.
Oh, I know, dude. I'm burnt out.
yeah, and it's just like darkness, and people care, and I feel like this new generation. Damn, I just got contact high, but I'm all right, so I'm not responsible. This new generation. Let me tell you something. When I was 5 years old, that sounds like a fucking old man. I had to walk. In order for me to piss, what I had to do, I had to walk and get a block of ice. And then I would piss on it. And that ice would be my swimming pool. Listen, that's how we heated it. No, what I'm saying is that, yeah, somebody wrote crack baby era. It is that it wasn't a time people were empathetic. People online now, there's so much fucking crazy videos of high schoolers, and I can't even blame them, which I don't like their behavior on some of this stuff when they're fighting. But if you've only been raised on video games, the internet, and anime, and you think that shit, you can't tell the difference anymore, there's craziness. Yeah. And I see fights, I see crazy shit. I see the craziest shit, and I'm like, I can't. And I'm like, why is this showing up? I reset my algorithm to literally like puppies and shit.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, I fucking like my algorithm on IG is like all cats and shit. I share videos with E-Zone and stuff. You look at one video of some chick shaking her tits, and then all of a sudden, that's all you get.
Bro.
At the most wrong times, too.
Avoid it.
At the worst times.
Bro.
At the worst time,
like infuriate, because I'm like, look, man, I just wanted a little look. Like, I'm a guy. I think about titties. Let me check them out once in a while. But that's not my fucking. That's not at the forefront of my thoughts.
Not your MO.
It's kitty cats and fucking music and comedy and shit.
Titty cats.
You know what I'm saying? If I could at least get a video of like a cat on some titties, I'd be happy. I'd be like, you know what? That's happy compromise.
Hey, we should
It
make a
ain't
segment
even
where we
that.
look at XG's explore page and we
Jesus
said it.
Christ, it's
that's
gonna be a
probably the most
mess.
toxic one ever, bro.
It's all just Edgar haircuts and fucking thoughts.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably a bunch of hell.
I'm thinking of the girls that you're not even doing nothing. You're minding your own business. I'm looking at fucking food. For
Bro.
real. And next thing you know, the next scroll, some girl is normally dressed and then she's like, and then she does that dumb thing.
Do you know who Harper Rose is?
That's so funny.
The comedian Harper Rose?
No.
God, she's hot. But yeah, she she's actually one of the videos that triggered my algorithm to fuck off like that, because she's been doing these funny little videos where it's just like cameras on her, but she starts every fucking video. And she got big ass cans, so this shit jiggles, and you're just like, "That's awesome,
dude." You know what I was I was looking at this video that tripped me out about. It said that, you know how when you look at people back in the day, you're like, oh man, like your great grandpa or something like that. You're like, man, they were such a badass generation. They knew a bunch of shit because they come from that era where TV was just in black and white. Mm-hmm. You know, they said that the moment TV became color TV, that's when the dumbing down of people kind of started going down, because because they said that like you don't get mental stimulation from black and white. So there was no reason for you to be glued onto the TV because there wasn't all these colors being shot at you all the fucking time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? Let's do the podcast in black and white for a month and then see how
The
our
views
viewers
go
are
down.
doing.
Now you're talking my language.
Dude, I was tripping out on that. And
Now you're talking my language.
and the reason I say that is because I was like, I wonder how true this is. Tried watching I Love Lucy, and I know that's a great show. Hard as fuck to pay attention, bro.
By the way, you gotta give it up to Lucy, man. We wouldn't have Star Trek if she wasn't around.
She produced that?
She produced
Wow.
Damn, I did
the
not know
first,
that.
the first
You
Star
want to talk
Trek.
about like a pioneer in Hollywood. They talk about like
Her.
women.
Yeah.
And sexy as hell and never ever showed below her neck.
Nah, she was a babe.
You know what I
She's
mean?
A badass. Yeah.
Like that's the
classy.
thing. Like I want to
I
go
might
back
get
to
a
what
Lucy
you were
tattoo.
saying though.
Yeah, let's go back.
Here's what I want to say.
Sorry
What
to
I love.
derail
Shout
that, man.
out-
Just gotta give Lucy
Shout out
props.
Lucy.
Oh, look, see, the viewers are going down, bro.
Wow.
Here's what I want to say.
Wow, we just
Bro.
lost 50.
Here's what I want to say, dude. You fucking guys got me. I didn't want to be high. Okay, here's what I want to say is that here's another thing. How deep we're gonna go? Here's where we're gonna go. You ready?
go deep.
So you follow my pod.
Yeah.
So, bro, let
Yeah.
me tell you this. The hertz, the megahertz, you better know this. Megahertz shifted in like 1941. The BPM, that's beats per minute.
Yep.
And so if you talk to my brother, who's like, you know, an undiagnosed genius, like crazy, but a genius, will tell you there's a science to a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's the BPMs and why we repeat songs, anything with the certain. That's why certain techno songs like those beeps are literally hypnotism.
It's all it's there's a reward thing that happens in your brain when you can predict the next thing that's going to happen.
Incredible. So when you're talking about color TV, the same with music. Music changed the megahertz, and it gets you hooked. Now, if you want to go deeper, so there's an anatomy to a hit. That's why you got to look at like Max, Martin, a few people like that just can over and over and just straight up absolute slayers of hits because they know the system. They know how to produce these hits.
Yep.
But also, if you want to go deeper in that, then you can say that the messages are hidden in them. That's a whole other thing.
You know, you're right about the getting you hooked part, as compared to certain music.
Bro.
Like certain music before. You know how like you'll listen to some timeless hits, bro.
Takes
Like
a
when
minute to get to the
motherfuckers
hook.
when motherfuckers are really singing, and there'll be some songs out there, bro, that you'll feel some shit. You're like, damn, that shit made me cry, bro, or like, damn, that shit fucking got me inspired. How come none of the music they make today don't fucking do that shit? Like, it's more about getting you into the rhythm of like, this is what, like, you're right, like getting into, this is the kind of beats I like. I'm just after the beat. The context is like not there. So it's like the emotional detachment of music happened like because of that. It like I feel like
it's a catchy. It's a phrase in a movie. It's a joke you repeat. I mean, look at right here. You can say it right now. Let me try to do it, but insane in the brain. Like that was just you would say that.
Yeah.
Oh, when that's you still say it to this day.
Yeah.
Insane in the brain. Like it's literally a catchy thing.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I also like thinking about songs where they do the verse, the pre-hook, and then the hook. And it's like if you have two hooks, essentially, your pre-hook and your hook, like that. That's like a lot of what Taylor Swift does.
That's why she's genius.
Yeah.
Because she makes. First of all, I can understand what she says.
She's not a mumble rapper.
No, and I don't hate on mumble rap, but like Kanye. That's why I love Kanye because he's almost like a student.
Kanye's the man.
Well, I don't know if you can say that now, but
I love Kanye West.
When he raps, I can hear everything he says. I can hear everything he says. See, isn't that sad that I appreciate Kanye's music even though he's
Hell yeah,
Kanye's
Kanye's the man.
It makes
He was
me
a
crazy.
huge inspiration.
One of the
for me
greatest
in life,
artists,
but
bro.
One of the greatest artists ever.
Yeah, man.
But I can understand what he says, and so because he's making, he's making, you can hear it.
Yep.
And so right now you can't hear shit. I'm not saying all of it, but I'm not mad at people go, broken glass everywhere, people pissing in the streets. You know, they just don't care. Like, oh, it's slow.
I'm sampling that, by the way.
You know what I mean?
No, you know what? We live in a world where mediocrity can shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my theory on that. I'm high. Let me tell you what it is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Because when I was raised, the greatest, that's when Trump was saying meritocracy. Like, it's based on merit. Like, good is good, right? That's what we should do. And I was raised on... Fuck, bro. I just lost my thought. What were you saying?
We were talking about merit.
Oh. So there's only... Like, I was raised like Elizabeth Taylor, you know, Angelina Jolie, you know, Burt Reynolds, Denzel, you know, Sidney Poitier. Like, real stars of magnitude and magnanimous. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they're like something you aspire to. But a lot of people don't have that or don't live like that. So they put their dreams and hopes into them, right? And escape. But then when the internet and social media came along, people have a voice, and they should have a voice.
But a lot of people who got a voice who don't need a voice.
Well, a lot of people that have voices should have laryngitis. But, you know, a lot of woke people, if you're woke, take an Ambien. So here's what I'm going to say. So, bro, check it out. You know, I call people the white wolves, meaning they're very rare. The movie stars are very rare. So, but now, because there's a lot more, I hate to say this, NPCs than there are player ones. So the whole world is NPC, and they're like, well, I'm special. And then another NPC goes, yeah, me, you're special, I'm special. And then you got NPC on NPC. So what you're seeing is there's way more NPCs than there are player ones.
Yep.
And so they're just more powerful. And so The player, and they got resentments against the player ones. Right? You like this analogy?
I love this analogy.
And so, basically, in a nutshell, you got more people walking around that you don't fucking know, that aren't really doing anything, but they got attention. And attention is the new currency. Yeah. That's what, oh my God, he's got 1 million eyeballs. He ain't doing nothing. Yep. But God, he's got 1 million eyeballs.
Wow. Validation for nothing.
But then you got Keith. You know, who's probably
fucking Dr. Octagon.
Dr. Octagon, who probably Kanye was inspired by. Cool Keith out there crafting in the lab for months with the right track and the right hook, and then he puts it out.
And just the weirdest verses, dog.
And 2,500 people buy the album.
Wild.
But it'll last for 1,000 years because it's that good. That's where we're at. We're people aren't crafting shit anymore. They putting out. I used to go out in clubs and fucking look more homeless than I do now. And because it was a workout gym. Now it's a finished set. You're doing a ha-ha at midnight. Someone films you. It's a finished set. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
The gym is being filmed, literally.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite club?
That's hard, bro. It's like, but I love LA. Like, we have the best. But I do well in Florida.
Okay. What part
Are
of
you
Florida?
surprised? Really anywhere. Tampa.
Naples.
Naples ain't bad, dude. It's coming up.
Yeah?
It's getting less old.
Okay, that's where my grandparents are from.
Yeah. But, you know, I do love LA. We have amazing clubs here. I'm trying to look at the chat and see if people are with me here.
Oh yeah,
They're definitely with you. This is the place. This is the place to do it.
They love you, dog.
I wanted to ask you too, man. So you had your. I remember saying that. I remember seeing you that during the fires you were going live because you were close.
Wait, hold that thought. Someone just said B-Rad is blazed, LOL. Here's what I feel like, so you guys don't have to tell me. I feel like I'm here, but I feel like I'm behind like a big wall. So I'm not acute, but I'm available. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just contact Ty. Just contact Ty.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good.
Yeah, you got my buzz.
and I'm dying to have a big-ass plate of fucking tacos when I'm done.
Oh, me too.
So go ahead, bro.
food's
What you were
gonna be
saying about the
tight.
van?
No, I was saying
With a pizza and a hoagie. Like, I'm that hungry. So I probably...
Oh, you definitely
He's
got
going to
high.
Pink's.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. You were saying about the van.
No, I would say you had a conspiracy about the fires.
Oh, like people starting them and shit?
Yeah.
How deep you want to go with that?
Go,
Let's
Jamie.
fucking go. Sorry you're not here for this one,
Come
XG.
on.
Listen,
This is my first Jamie Kennedy experience, so let's
for
go.
real.
Let's go, brother.
Experiment with you. So, well, I already did a pod about it, but here's what I want to say is, how come they say literally like tomorrow is the start of fire season? At 10:38, a fire broke out in the fucking Palisades. They're like, fire season starts at midnight. They literally say this shit, and then we have record winds.
Crazy.
An empty reservoir, hydrants that were stopping, insurance stop. I mean, where do you want me to keep going? Smart City 2028. I mean, this is just all known. So do I think that the conditions played a part of it? 100%. But to tell me
Those conditions weren't man-made.
that there's not some weird shit, and then you've got actually what I call paid chaos agents, which are, I think, some people coordinated some type of arson.
Yep.
And
They got
then,
videos of that
And
shit,
then
yeah.
you got crazy copycat loons just out here starting shit.
Trying to make a name.
Yeah, 100%. Then you actually have real homeless people that are just trying to stay warm, and they don't understand. Like I was talking about my pod in Philly, like you would have a container and you put a shit in a trash can, but you can't start a fucking fire. I could take you down Hollywood Boulevard right now. You can see a fire every night, and it's not, you know, at least it's by concrete, but they're fire. So.
Yeah.
Once I already knew the shit was shady, but you can't say it because you fucking people go crazy. But once the fucking Hollywood Hills went up, I'm like, that shit was 100% an arsonist. So, yeah, dude, 2028, look it up. This shit has Lahaina written all over it. You know the deal with Lahaina?
No.
The Hawaii burnings. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
two
yeah,
things.
yeah.
The blue roof is 100%.
Yeah, that's wild too.
100%.
See all the recycling bins outside these
100%.
houses that are fine. Everything's burned down with the blue.
Look at the
recycling
blue. We had drones for a fucking month. And I'm not going to say his name, but you guys will know who this is, was taking videos of the sky the day before the fucking fire. and he's a you guys would all love this man because you know him. And I saw his videos, and this shit the sky looked like a waffle.
Was this Sam Tripoli?
No, I'm not. But it was literally crisscross, chemtrail on chemtrail on chemtrail, and he said it, and I agree with him. That shit wasn't like cloud seeding. Fires happened the next day. That shit was an accelerant. Like, because these fires were not just burning, they were fucking. And the smoke, like when you saw me in Hollywood,
Yep.
I was never in any danger. I was far enough away, but I thought it's not the fires I'm tripping about. It's the smoke. And people were panicking and the streets were flooded. And I'm like, I got to have 2 limes for me and my chick because it's just the smoke.
Yeah.
Like that shit can get with you. And the smoke was just crazy thick.
Black.
And I just don't believe it. I don't believe any of this is fucking natural.
No. It was,
Look up Lahaina. They wanted that shit, bro. The only
Lahaina.
people, Lahaina literally was grandfathered in. Like the people, you know who owned the fucking Lahaina? The Islanders.
Yeah.
It's like the one thing they owned, right? And fucking sure enough, it's burned up. And I don't know if it's their land anymore.
That's like if they burned down
Like
the
FEMA wouldn't let
casinos to
them in
take that
anymore.
land back.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, you know, we kind of want
And-
this. This is the only thing the natives have. Let me just burn the casinos down
Bro.
so we can take that shit back.
Bro.
We'll let you work at the resorts we build here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
100%, bro. And let's go deeper. If this is arson, if they can prove that this is arson, like parts of it, that changes the whole payout system of insurance.
Oh shit.
So they can say, yo, this is an arson zone from here to here. You know what? It just stops at that $35 million mansion. Yeah, you're not covered. You know what I mean? So like it's all gonna be twisted up. But to think that it's just so sad, and I haven't really I spoke about it on my pod, and I don't like talking about it because I'm a little contact high, but it makes me sad.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's
extremely
like
sad, man.
it's fucking just it's but it's dark. But now I've it's just it's our home. Like everybody, that's our safe space. When we go, everyone knows it. Everyone out there watching, seeing scenes of it, and it's just gone. Like it's gone, and it's a dark time.
And there's already a housing crisis, and all these people got to find houses.
Yeah, bro. Rent's going to go the fuck up, bro.
Bro, I was freaking out because it got right up to my neck of the woods.
Where?
Like, up in the valley, up in Sherman Oaks. So it's like I was sent.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't have to evacuate.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
got the
dude.
warnings.
Because I'm right by the 405. So I was just outside one of the evacuation, like as far as it got. I was right outside of that. And I remember I ran a bunch of stuff downtown to my friend Bazaire's apartment because I figured it'd be safe. He wasn't here. He's out of town. I didn't get to see the Speedo. God damn it. But I ran a bunch of stuff down for him, or for me to his place or whatever. And I remember I had this moment because like the cannabis shop I work at is just
You
down-
work in a weed shop?
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, who didn't see that coming? But no, I live right down the
Goddamn
street
hippie.
from my fucking dispensary. So I was like, damn, if my shop goes, my apartment goes.
The whole block is going to be contact high.
Oh, I was honestly kind of like mentally preparing to have to like leave LA because I was like,
Yeah, I kept a duffel bag of clothes in my car with me the whole time.
I meant like
You're going to
permanently.
go back to India?
Bro,
I mean, I
bro.
don't have a
Like
permanent
I would hate to
record.
leave
Bro.
permanently, but I didn't have like
There
backup
wa-
work or anything. Like I had money saved, but like
Once I hit the fire line, I was watching the only shit I was really getting it when the news stopped, which was weird because I was watching all the news, the local news, which
It
is
just
awesome.
stopped, eh?
They
Yeah, I noticed
stopped,
that.
and I was watching Instagram live.
I was all over Instagram.
And this dude was in Sino, and he's like, once it gets to the top, if it gets there, I'm gonna leave. And he documented it crawling, and he's like, I gotta get out of here. And that was in Encino, and they had a bunch of fire retardant.
Oh, that red stuff they were dropping everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they had all these retardants.
You can't say that word.
You can't say that.
All the retarded.
They had the retardants. Can you
Bunch of
say
guys,
that?
a bunch of guys
A
hosing down the
retardants.
house.
They put it
Certain
on the top
guys.
of the hill. They did it. They said it, and it didn't go over the retardants.
Yeah.
And
Retard strength.
Oh my God.
she'll shout. And but I thought if it went down that hill, bro, There was so much to burn. I'm like, this
Yeah.
shit is gonna go to the fucking valley, and we're in the day after tomorrow. And I was like, why am I starting to talk like this? There's so much stuff was happening, home. Like,
How many things I say?
hey, frog down, Holmes. Like, it was.
You won't believe what I saw.
It was like there's so many like vatos and homies I know up there, like aces, and like it was gonna go, and like the next thing I know, it's in San Bernardino, and my uncle got a shop. You know what I mean? My uncle,
Dude, are them shit still burning?
them shits is burning. Them shits.
Yeah, still it is gone down considerably, but
The fires are
it's-
still happening?
Yeah,
Holy shit, it's only 63 contained. That is
63
2
homos?
weeks.
Damn.
and the other one's at 89. So that means bro, there's still flames going on. And there's
Yeah, the flames, dog. Bro, this is like vato fucking strain. it's like
It's called OG Fu.
dude, there's more weed in LA. It's enough already. You can get weed to the point where it's not even like sexy anymore. Like
No,
you can
it's-
walk anywhere and just like, can I have a joint?
Every fourth store is
no,
dispensary.
this is what they want. Now you got me full on, man.
Let's go.
Let's
They
go.
want you. Okay, watch a video on the internet where they talk about they have to put up. The city of LA mandated 9,000 units of apartments by 2025 or something, and then they're gonna mandate another where they have to. If you notice, every fucking place in LA is being torn down and they're putting up fucking units.
Yeah.
Smart, but they're nice. And it's got a little supermarket. It's coffee shop. Here's what they want. They want you in your hut, on your iPhone, streaming, making money online, going down to your store, getting your Amazon Prime. They don't want you leaving, and they want you in a place where they can contain you and watch you. That's my opinion.
And
they
then
don't
the
want
Uber
you.
Eats are going to be driveless.
100%.
No one's, yeah.
All in my hood, I've got delivery bots, Waymos,
Yeah.
and they're everywhere.
Yeah,
Those
it's
things are hard to
you can eat
tip
from
over.
you can eat from any neighborhood. You don't have to leave your house.
Yo, they give them woke names in my neighborhood. I have a delivery bot. I had a.
What do you mean they have names?
Yeah, they have names.
I got a.
If you walk by it,
I
goes,
got
"Hi,
a,
I'm Athena."
Yeah, I got
What?
I got a bunch of tacos, and by Mustafa. Shout out Mustafa, who dropped them off.
But it was a Mustafa robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mustafa robot.
Do you have a beard and shit?
No,
It's just
but-
racist.
Yeah, there's no.
How do you
like,
know? How
There's
do you
no.
know this is an Islamic fucking
There's no.
robot?
There's no. There's no Dougs. I never got like a Doug or an Andy.
Hey, I'm Doug.
Yeah, I was like, you couldn't put pig into that delivery bot. It's like, no, pig, no.
I'm
Here's
not
another
transporting
one.
this bacon cheeseburger.
You guys got me so twisted.
You don't tip, it blows up.
Oh my god.
Listen. Oh, that's fucked. I just got that. Whoa. Trump been in office 20 hours. At least the brown man's making it. Listen. Mira. Listen. I just forgot my shit. Oh, here's a good scam. You want to talk about this? That
Let's
I
go.
noticed.
Scam wow.
Have you noticed this? You'll get a Postmates and you'll order whatever your food. Shout out Trejo's, by the way. I always get Trejo's.
Oh, the
Never
coffee,
had
He's
the
my
coffee-
man.
the coffee shop.
No, the
Both.
tacos.
I get it all, bro.
Donuts,
I
tacos,
just found
But
us coffee
You get the
shop.
breakfast
So sick.
sandwich, all of it, right?
Shit fucks.
He's my man. And so I'll get it, and the driver will be like Andy, right? And he'll look like like a European white guy, whatever. And then I'll get it, and some dude, I don't know if I could do this. He'd be like, yo, yay me? Like that. Like, you know what a J is, but everything's a Y.
yeah.
And then yay, and I go, Jaimito, and I go, sí. And it's not just that, it's Asians, but I can't do that accent, I'll get canceled. It's Ethiopians, I can only do Mexicans. And I'm on the border of getting canceled. Shout out border. And
What kind of Asian accent you want to do?
here's what I want to say is that, long story boring, is that I've heard that people will lend them their likeness on the account.
Oh, for work.
People will come in, may not have all their paperwork yet, and they take a cut. So I've often got my deliverer that never looks like the picture. Yeah.
We could be
Ain't that a good scam?
We could-
See what the
dude,
chat. Are you with me, chat?
we could be pimping immigrants.
100%.
All day.
100%.
I get guys that are like, Mr. I can't. Well, I
Go. No, just do it. Just do it. They're on subscriber only mode right now.
Jimmy. You see me? I'll very rarely get the person in the picture. And I just thought, oh, I know this scam. But they're cool as fuck. They're hardworking.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt
My food is here.
Yeah.
I was inconvenienced and I felt bad, but I also had to like get my shit in check. When we were in quarantine, my identity got stolen. But it was just my social, and it was just because
Just
somebody.
your social, huh?
Well, I said just my social because they didn't fucking rip my bank account off or anything like that. It was for employment.
It was XG.
It was it might have been. But they'd like my EDD quit coming in, so I'd like call and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And they're like, "Oh, your identity's been compromised." So I'd like handle all that. And I remember I was like, "Damn, some dude just did this just to get a job, but he picked the wrong however many digits that is, 10."
You have to always add that extra D in when you say that.
What's
Hero, my name is Rock.
You said EDD.
that? Oh, EDD.
Yeah.
What did I say? ED?
Can you imagine like
I'm glad you didn't say ED because you're only 38.
they get a job?
It's been a really rough year.
My
dude.
ED came in.
What if they get a job with
My ED came in, guys. It's all downhill from here.
they get a job with your identity, but you get deported?
Where would they deport you to? Denmark, probably.
Yo,
back to Ireland.
but to everybody here
Ireland.
and everybody in the chat, we're all immigrants. I'm a fucking immigrant. My parents just happened to be born here. Their parents weren't. They came over on a potato.
I'm visiting on a visa.
Yeah,
but I'm a Canadian.
You're visiting on, you know.
But my parents are
on a
immigrants,
falafel.
and then I'm.
The only immigrant here is Xavier,
Yeah, like we're
and he
all.
is not here.
This town just belongs to Little Feather. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So we're all immigrants. So this is what this country is made up of. You know what I mean? So we're open.
This is America.
Yeah, we're open for everything. It's just like, you know, we just want to make sure that the bad guys aren't getting in and everyone's get the document. But trust me, you're not going to see everybody get thrown out.
We're only going to deport the bad ones.
XG.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm from Europe. I mean, but I don't know.
That would be that is a crazy concept to think about. It's like, fuck, bro. They want you so comfortable at home that you don't want to do shit.
Yeah, man. They don't want
Like,
you to
fuck that,
move.
bro. Like I like
The-
being
the
able to
people
go
in charge.
everywhere.
They're actually building
Well, did you see Trump sign the executive order to get back out of the WHO?
Bro, yes, that's huge. But what I wanted to say is there's a video. You can look at the TikTok. The guy says he has to build 9,000 units. He's a huge company. And he's like, we don't have the space. Gee, that sounds convenient.
Yeah.
If you see apartments going on the fucking cliffs where $35 million houses were, and they're just going to be high end, they're not condos. None of these places you can buy. They're all fucking apartments.
Yeah.
This is NPCs, man.
Yeah.
They want everybody to be a fucking NPC.
Yeah.
There's 150 million people, 150 people that own the fucking world, bro. There's 36 trillion. All right. Figure out who's got most of it.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are the worker bees. Now you got me going. You want to go deeper?
What you got?
Let's go deeper. The world is built. Okay, the world is built. Infrastructure's there. Everything left, it can be done by AI, except physical labor, plumbers, special
Electricians.
all that stuff where they can't figure out the U joint
Yeah.
and shit like that. But once they do, it's donezo. It's a rizap because we've already done it. So they want all the fucking natives to not get restless. So what do? Keep them happy. Drug them up. Take your weed, dog. Oh, look it.
Give 'em alcohol
Here's your
like
fat
they did back
ass.
in the day.
Here's your fat ass in your
Here's your
algorithm. Here's your Postmates. Here's your Twitch.
Are you not
Boom, boom,
entertained?
boom. Exactly. Fucking over here, they're fucking hand right here. Just as fucking straight up downtown. 7th and fucking Figueroa. They got their hand in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Tell me when I'm lying.
I was about to say, it's funny you say all that because they're right by where I live. They have Trader Joe's on this side of the street that's still functioning.
Yep.
And then over here, they're building like a high rise. It's going to be like a commercial apartment complex with
Yep.
like the shops on the bottom.
Yep.
You want to know the first shop that I see that's already built and ready to go once that place opens?
Drugs.
Trader Joe's.
Oh,
They moved it across the street.
Trader Joe's on a Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and if I go to anywhere in America, I can get anything I get in LA pretty much.
Yeah.
Like where it was a little town because they know how to copy it now and the internet has showed everybody. And I can go to the dopest little pop-up taco truck outside. I can go to one in like Chico, Texas.
Yep.
And I'll get Postmates. You know what I mean? Like deep out there. So it's yeah, that's my opinion. And the AI, forget it. Once AI is like, you know, literally,
That's just getting invested.
if you're making
fast.
music, we're literally gonna be like this. It's like, is this organic blueberries? It's gonna be, is this human made content? Because we're gonna have to support each other.
Bro, I can already put you on a fucking YouTube channel where it is all AI generated music, but
Yeah.
they hit all these different genres. It sounds like it's made in the 50s or the 40s
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
wild.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking mind fuck, dude.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
But it's way even crazier than that. Sam,
and comedy's just behind it.
comedy's just behind
behind.
it. But they still, they're gonna go and see robot comedians that are
Yeah.
gonna kill
Yeah.
an AI, but they still do want to see a human.
Yeah,
And
I hope
that-
so.
But I think there's gonna be a skew for us. And Sam Altman, who created ChatGPT, just summoned a meeting with Congress. This is what I was told this morning by a dude who works in the field, and said, because AI is advancing way faster than they thought, but I think they already know what they got, and that shit's trying to fucking jump out of the bottle,
Terminator, dog.
and they can't contain it. 100%.
Terminator, straight.
Stop me
up.
when I lie.
Straight. All right, hey, let's get let's get
looking at the chat.
Let's get into the super. Let's read the super chats that people have submitted today. All right. First one comes from Menace the Painter. Says, "Yo XG, ice baby." That's fucked up. He's not deported, all right. He wasn't planned for this one. So, Luis Romero says the next one. Always appreciate the good laughs from you guys. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Thanks for listening, dog.
Yep. The next one comes from Browsy. Sends another super chat saying, "Same team."
Same team.
If you guys want to watch the uncensored episode that happened last night, no, I did not start. The episode did not get lost, or I did not start shadowboxing. Yeah, it's gonna be uploaded, and it's gonna be the YouTube version and the uncensored version on Patreon. So sign up for the Patreon if you want to see
It's a wild episode.
all the crazy shit that happens. It was crazy, bro.
It's one of those ones you gotta watch
Nudity.
the video. You can't just listen.
Nudity.
So we had all these 4 tanks going at the same time with
Balloonage.
yeah. But like we did the whole podcast like that. We did the whole.
Whippets.
It was a mess.
Yeah,
brother.
pretty much.
It was not a mess.
A good mess. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like, you gotta get messy
before
sometimes.
I got you, we went on air. This is the juxtaposition, which is E-Zone. Are you ready for this? Look what. Hold up your juice. Guy's drinking like a organic juice. Hold up your cigarettes. Smoking organic cigarettes.
Japanese.
Right? He rolled a fat blunt femur, right? And before that, he was sucking on a balloon. Like he did 3 balloon sucks, and I go, "Is that for the show?" And you're like, "Nah, doc." You were mixing helium, tobacco, weed, and organic grapefruit juice. Because the juice is gonna make everything healthy.
You know, it's like the
I had a
people that
protein
drink
shake,
Diet
too.
Cokes and
About that time again.
Bro, it was a $2 question. I get a percentage of that, son. What's that question?
Gotta add another more to the mix. All right, let's read the next one.
He was doing that. Yo, he was doing that for shits and giggles. He was just doing it.
Did you ever party with the balloons? Like that seems like a
I have
fucking
done
90s
it
thing.
a lot, but I don't want to do it now because I think.
No, I'm not saying do it now,
But
but
I've done it. In
Yeah.
fact, yeah, of course I've done it. But you're doing the other sauce. There's 2 sauces. There's one that makes your voice high. You're doing the other one.
that,
Doing
that's
makes
the
it
nitrous
doing laughing
oxide.
gas.
Yeah.
They're doing laughing gas.
wait, no, hold on. Nobody ever did helium just to get high.
I think that you were though.
No, this is
When
nitrous.
he was in grade school, he was doing
Nitrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Literally laughing
this is the
gas.
same stuff you get at the dentist.
I did hear though that the side effects of that are not really anything.
If you do it like an alcoholic,
Yeah, look at that. That's so funny.
like if you do it how I used to do it, yeah.
Oh, dude,
Listen to his voice.
His lips would turn blue, and he'd start melting in that seat.
Okay, I had a problem with a lot of other things before, but then how long has it been since I stopped doing coke, Ray? 2022?
Oh wow, you don't do that. You wouldn't.
since the LAFC was champions. That's when I stopped. It was 2022, and then I was on full on bender mode at that point, and then after that, I decided to draw the line, and it first started with not doing coke consistently, and then I started seeing I was like, oh, I need to heal from a whole bunch of shit. So I started cutting everything off, and I dealt with all the problems I had to deal with. Then once I got done with all that, then I realized I'm able to do things like a normal person, just for recreational purposes. Not
Good.
not
But
to-
bro, I love that the start of that thing was, I have to choose today to not do coke. How would you do coke? Couldn't do coke.
Look at that glass. Look at that
Could-
mirror table that he has
Here's
over
why
there.
you can't do coke, dude. By the way, I know you're not gonna believe it. I've never done coke in my life.
Never?
Good
Never.
for you. Don't
but
do
I've
it.
been around it.
Good for you, buddy.
But I'm not.
Everybody's hung around Kate Quigley.
But here's
Shout
what
out to you, Kate.
So, but you couldn't do coke because the stuff. What's the stuff?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Yeah, like
Fent-
it's not like the 80s. Like you just can't do it.
But it wasn't always like that. Like before everything came out like that. Like before it was all of a sudden people started dropping, bro. I remember that going on benders and being with people that were just going in, you would just order like, hey, bring another one. And I'm talking about fools were racking up lines, not bumps, and I'm like, how the fuck are we not dying? But it's there had to be some clean shit, but for sure now it's like you just don't know, bro. It's everything's meant to kill you because it's all about population control, like Jamie.
It happened in Toronto or in Canada, Ontario, because of the
all the
pandemic.
Albanians have all the dirty.
When the
coke out there.
pandemic happened, all the coke supply got stopped, so people started cutting everything heavy. Everything got. So many people were dying during the pandemic from overdoses because everything was just
Cut.
Yup.
extra because the shipment stopped. So
Did your boy Danny ever have a problem?
never with blow,
Oh,
just alcohol.
he always had coke energy.
He's just a fucking. He's like you know what a Beyblade is.
Yeah, I know.
He's just constantly ripped.
All right, let's get into the next super chat. Ask a Bum sends the next one. Who's more gangsta, Flip Dog or B Rad?
Yeah.
Is that you, Flip Dog?
You know what's so cool about Malibu's
We're
Most
gangster.
Wanted?
You're gangster. Huh?
No, I was gonna just say the car you drove, the Escalade, when the wheels would deflate when you got out of it.
Ruined it, dog.
I'm sorry.
On 22s.
Yeah, it was so sick.
I think they were 24s.
that's so cool that the car did that. I remember.
That's how they used to do that shit.
That's so sick.
You know what was the fucking intro that I just remembered that Nitrous helped me remember while I was doing this? I wanted to intro the show with this intro. I wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm glad that we have 2 stars from this movie. What is it? And I was going to say we have Nitty and, Jamie.
Do you know what that
I'm
means?
so sorry.
Are you saying
Because the Indian guy with the fucking, yo, my uncle has this.
Haji?
Yeah, Haji.
Hajizzle.
Dude, that is such a super Indian stereotypical name, dude.
Haji?
Hajis.
Yeah.
That's like when I call Japanese
Hajizi.
people Japs.
Well, that was the sidekick kid on Johnny Quest also.
Haji?
Haji.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Listen,
About to say
Haji.
maybe- If you say it like that, it's bad.
Haji?
Well, the way he said it, he goes.
Whenever
"Listen,
you act
Haji."
up in the chat in the group chat of the business group chat, I'm gonna say that. Listen, Haji.
All right.
Hajizzle.
All right, Edgar.
Edgar's not an offensive term. Not yet.
They're working on it.
Next one comes from Ralph Ramos. XG ain't there. Did he get deported? Question mark. He did not get deported. Let me say it in a Trump
Not
voice.
yet.
Trump voice on a boat.
No, we have not deported Xavier Guerrero, although we have deployed forces to make sure that his days are numbered. And Sam Tripoli will have to soon place a call to Joe Rogan to make sure that XG has a 0% chance of staying in the United States of America. Oh, dog, there it is.
Let's get another question.
All right, let's get another question. Browsy, the reason I support you by spending my money here. E-Zone, real supporter, same team, 5 months strong. Salute to you. Salute
Thank-
to you,
that was
little
more like-
Globita.
That was just a statement. Let's get a question.
I mean, they're all the donators. But Menace the Painter sends the next one. It's a land grab for smart cities.
Yeah.
I guess he was adding on to what you were saying.
Correct.
The next super chat comes from Speed Minion. Does Jamie remember when Radion Vegas zapped him?
Oh God, was that at a radio show? That was at a radio show.
You got zapped like Taste?
Oh fuck, I do remember that. That was very scary.
Like a taser?
Oh my God, it's just bringing me fucking trauma right now.
Where'd you get tased at?
No. I gotta take some more water. You got more water?
Yeah.
I don't do you.
No,
Bro, look at you.
Rock, go
The
go
guy
get
gave
him
me
a water from the
his
snack closet.
backwash.
What's that?
Go get him a water
He
from
got-
the snack closet.
How bad did you need water?
I'm tripping now. Yes, I did a radio show,
Thank you, Rock.
and the guy got fucking straight up did a thing, not a taser. It was some sort of like fucking thing, like not like an electrical thing, but like a vibrating thing. But it had a little bit of electricity in it, and I have a pacemaker.
Oh shit.
I've had it since I was a 10-year-old.
Oh fuck.
You have a pacemaker?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that's usually something like fat people have.
Not exactly. All types of people have them. But
Like, I
Jesus
usually
Christ.
associate that with like when your
Yes.
heart gives out after, and then you're like they have.
no.
You say that as you're looking
It's
at a not fat guy.
Bad beats. You have a bad beat. And anyway, I tripped the fuck out.
Do you have to get it replaced every now and then, like an iPhone battery?
Yeah, every 8 years, 10
Oh,
years.
shit.
Now it's more. It's like 15. For a second, I had a little trip out right there. I did get high. Here's what I want to say about this weed.
Is that why you're scared of weed? Because you trip out like that?
Dude, I trip out. I'm going to tell you a story.
This is weed camp for fucking
Bro.
people that don't smoke.
No,
When
let me
this
tell
is like
you.
summer camp. This is
Two
weed camp.
things
like,
I'm going to say. Two things I'm going to say. This weed, whatever it is, I'm so glad I don't smoke it. But it does feel sweet. Like nicely comes onto you. And if you do get a moment, it goes through you. You know what I'm saying? Where I think the paranoia might be bad stuff. But during Romeo and Juliet, there was a moment where we had to smoke. Dude, you're an animal. Thank you.
Get it off the secret menu on the Patreon, by the way.
If you wanna
Blueberry
feel-
muffins.
you wanna
Go
feel
on.
this.
But off of Romeo and Juliet.
Whatever it is,
I bite my thumb at you, sir.
it's really relaxing, but you have moments. And during Romeo and Juliet, I'm going to not say who, but there was a moment where we were supposed to be high. And I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say anyone else, but I was during the scene on the stage. There's a scene on the stage where everything was all like, it was a big storm.
Yeah.
I was high. I had no lines, just to laugh. And I never did that. And that was my first movie. And I've never done it since. But I was like method.
That was your first movie?
First movie.
Dude, that was the
Sick.
first. That was the first
Same.
movie they showed me in middle school that I was like, hell yeah.
I fucks with Shakespeare.
Yeah,
now.
like where I was just like, all right, you got my attention. And honestly, I think me giving that hell yeah stare was validated that teacher that was trying so hard to make her job make sense for her. Shout out to teachers though, man. It's not an
Yeah.
easy job. Honestly, like
Shout
my
out
degree,
to teachers.
my degree qualifies me to be a teacher, but I'm glad I'm not. Because imagine
Kids
me-
nowadays are bad.
Imagine
too,
me
man.
doing this in the classroom. Not
What,
cool.
you know what I love about you? All the crazy shit you said this pod, and you go, shout out teachers. That's going to make...
Well, look, I mean, if it wasn't
Shout
for,
out teachers.
Oh, that's not even his best one.
If it wasn't for damn, that was you.
There it is.
Yeah.
You look like
And he was like,
you look like a
"Hey."
really woke lesbian today.
Yo. Here's the deal.
talk about Go By
that was-
Kamara
here-
Kamala.
Here's why that worked so well, because it was like it had a lot of Latin culture in it. We shot at Mexico City. Shout out Mexico City, at the best time. And the Capulets were like a Latin gang against the Hueritos, which were us, the Montague boys. And it felt like Miami. You know, the director was like, I want to make it like Miami. And that's why it was so cool. And the fashion today, MGK, I walk so you can run, dog.
Straight up.
Look at his hair.
He tries to play it off like it's some Motley Crue shit, but we know.
Come on, dog.
We know, dog.
No, I was
on,
about
player.
to say, you're seeing in the beginning with the
That just looks like
the
me
thumb
standing
biting.
next to him at the beach at that time, though. Look at him, though. Like, go back to that picture. It's just a bald guy with glasses. It looks like me with Pakalolo flies on, bro. It's just standing next to the beach with a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, as I say, I quote that shit all the time.
Thank
Do you bite your thumb at me? I do not bite my thumb at you, but I bite my thumb. Like,
Thank you. It was
Great
it was
shit.
an incredible, and I learned so much about. I could learn Spanish anyway because I live in L.A. and I always say that
Have you been here your whole life?
If you want to
Nah,
order
it's-
tacos, you have to learn how to speak Spanish. On it, bro.
late teens, but
Where are you from?
Philly. But
sick.
but in Philly, you know, more Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Rican.
And LA is more
Love that,
Mexicans in Guadalajara. But I mean, you know, similar cultures in the sense that it's Latin, Southern America. And I forget what I was gonna say, but I learned Spanish. You know, like just by being around
Puerto Rican.
people talking. No, but in Mexico City, I didn't know my way around, and I just learned. I'd pick up a word. Donde was where. So I was like, donde, baño, donde está el baño? Por favor was please. I put 10 words together, and I would order my camarones de rosa agua con gas, which is,
Agua con gas.
yeah, agua con gas, which is shrimp and rice, cebolla, con is with, onions, and sparkling water. And I learned that shit. Then I learned the word for beef. Then I learned the gas station. So I learned. Then I did what's the edificio is office. So there's a certain amount of words, and I was like getting good at Spanish. But I already knew a lot because I live in L.A. And I always say L.A. is really Mexico that was stolen. No, I'm sorry,
LA will
This-
be your Spanish class, bro. If,
For
if
real.
you're not from here, bro, you learn that shit real quick.
bro. Everybody speaks. You know.
Except for the guest that we have on tomorrow. If you want to hear Bolton, the only white guy from Minnesota who works here, who will be on here, bro, who has not learned how to roll his R's, even though for a white guy, all white guys
Bro,
know how
I'm
to
from
roll
San
their R's.
Antonio, Texas. That's where I was born. I still can't roll my R's. I've always tried.
Yo, that's what I love right here. Cause you know I always wanted. I'm like that. I do think a lot of people do invite me to the cookout. I think I still have my pass.
Hell yeah.
But right now, somebody just wrote in the chat. B-Rise invited to the carne asada.
You know, that's what we gotta do
Yo,
for
but
our
I love it.
podcast, dog.
If
we
this-
gotta do a 1 year anniversary where instead of, you know how like some companies have like a 1 year anniversary like party, we have to have the we don't smoke the same carne asada where we have like a shitload of fucking carne asada smoke out and it makes VIP shit only,
And we
dog.
just like, yeah,
but we
bro.
make genuinely like you know, like a carne asada cuisine. We'll make some curry for you. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go.
What
Carne
I'm
asada
saying,
curry.
are we invited? Is every culture should have that? Like if it's
Yeah.
Chinese, am I invited to the dim sum?
Yeah.
I like
Oh.
this.
You
different
invited to the
thing.
walk.
Am I invited to the walk? Yeah, dim sum might be Japanese.
Would you come to our We Don't Smoke the Same carne asada?
I will
Hell yeah.
do it when I don't have anything to do. So
No, of course. We're going to try to
I
coordinate.
can. I'm already high.
The best time to
I'm
do
high.
the best time to do anything for when it comes to high profile celebrities or guests.
Thank you
it
for calling
literally-
me high profile.
It literally has to be towards the holidays because ain't nobody doing
Yeah,
shit.
everyone- yeah.
So literally towards the holidays is when you get to catch off. That's literally when I see the coolest people that are B-Real's peers come by here. I'm like, the fuck? They're
Everyone's
in
home for
town?
the
Yeah.
holidays, yeah.
Wait, are you gonna have a truck?
I'm gonna have hella multiple vendors, dog.
You're going to have them come over here to this spot? Or
Nah, I'm gonna rent a spot out. It's gonna be epic. I'm ready to
Let's
see.
go.
you think the
Oh.
green room would be big enough or not?
No, I'm getting my Walt Disney on, dog.
Let's go.
So wait, and you're going to invite all types of people?
Yeah, because I have a food.
Are you going to have DJ? You going to be DJ?
I'll
Oh, it's
doing
gonna be
some-
a
yeah,
whole fiasco, bro. Trust. It has to,
Anytime-
we've been wanting to do something big like that, and I think this is the perfect
Bro,
thing.
like we got to do this. Are you going to have like dancers and stuff?
I don't know about dancers, not hammer time.
Why not?
Let's go.
Everybody likes dance.
It could be hammer time.
Are you going to have like
As long as we don't
lowriders?
hurt them.
Bro, where's the party?
I mean, you just
There'll be
you
lowriders.
birthed it the
Here's the thing.
idea right here. Jamie.
Let me tell you something. LA does not have the scene it used to have. And if you look up the nightclub scene, it's a rap.
Yup.
And also when they weren't going to a nightclub, premieres, I feel like there's less premieres and after parties, but also Maxim and FHM, they would have crazy parties. And it would be so much fun. And like what you're talking about, and you get a truck, and then the after party was always up in the hills, and then the after party was just down the street at Diddy's. And what happened?
I was waiting for it.
I didn't. No, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, you gotta have a party because people don't realize what they're missing, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
You talking?
I know,
you
man. I feel like I worked so hard to finally get out to LA, and when I got here, everyone tells me the stories of what was.
And you come out here and you know, and you're you're an anti-vaxxer.
You come out here, you're like, damn, man, everybody's just into sucking dick.
Whoa,
Pretty gay.
that's racist.
Pretty gay.
You're like, come on, ladies, come on.
One pound
fish. 1 pound fish. All right, let's get into the last one.
Shout out your dead sister.
All right. First of all, shout out to your dead sister is not as bad as 5 booms, all right? So next, the last 2 comes from Speed Minion. Oh, wait, no. One Happy Mama. Jamie,
Yes.
any movie plans for you coming in the future?
Ooh. Well, Don't Suck is a good movie. I always tell people it's better than it should be. Go watch on Amazon Prime, on Tubi. That's out now.
Swag.
Then I did another movie called Portal in the Pines, which I'm really excited about, which is a movie about CERN. Those who know.
Mm-hmm.
And people talk about if you go in the woods, you ever hear about the staircases? Never walk upstairs in the woods?
What?
Those who know.
There's
If you-
staircases in the woods.
What's up?
I know. I was like, who made them?
Yeah.
They're Mexicans? then?
Those who know. Oh, shit. And then.
Where do they lead to?
That's the question.
More stairs.
Never take the stairs. Because if you go to the woods,
You're gonna send me down a rabbit hole, man.
the woods, they say the woods, there's a lot going on in the woods.
Fuck yeah. Appalachian Woods.
And there's just shit that
Special.
happen in the woods that you can't get out of.
It
And they
wasn't
say
the
that there's
Appalachian Woods that catch fire.
stairs in the woods. If you ever see stairs in the woods, do not walk up them because they say you might not be able to walk down them.
Shit.
Portal type shit.
Burn them.
So this movie was like
Oh.
incredibly cool like that. And then I have this amazing comedy called Wingman. And right now it's in post. So look for all these movies. Hopefully one of them will get a theatrical, but you know how it is right now. Hopefully but if not, they'll come straight to your phone.
I love going to the I love going to the movies. So whenever any of the homies or any of my homies have come around here and they get to make it to the big screen, shit makes me happy, bro. Every fucking Saturday morning, we catch the first showing of any movie that we catch interesting, no matter what it is. Even if everything in the movie theater is garbage, we still give it a solid opportunity to get to watch something over there. Because I feel like, fuck baseball, the movies is an American pastime, bro. Like straight up, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think it's good to go out, support it. It's getting, it's less than it was, but it's good that you do that. It's just a way to get out as well. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, and then especially being involved in this part of the industry where it's just like, fuck, you always have your hopes and aspirations to do whatever you want, and I do this part of it. But it's like to see motherfuckers just chase their dreams like that, like, bro, that shit's 1 in a million sometimes, bro. And like the fact that you get to make it and people get up there to give you a chance, bro.
Yeah.
It's you're gambling, bro. Other people gotta like fucking like be farmers the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Some
shit.
people want that though.
That shit sucks, bro.
Some people want it, man.
No,
Not everybody could
we
do
need
what
our
they
good
want.
farmers, bro. That's how we get our good produce,
No, 100% you need
our
them.
good milks.
Was that the last
He
one? Ray?
needs some milk.
Oh, the last one. It comes from One Happy Mama. Who did you have the most fun filming on Scream 1 with?
Who was your homie on Scream 1?
You can't really ask that question because like that would mean I'd alienate somebody. But I have to say, we all got along. We all got along. Like it was a
Seemed like a fun.
lightning in a bottle, a once in a lifetime experience that happened and we hit. But we were like a little family. I'll try to give you another answer to that.
That movie's goated.
Who do I have the most fun with?
I'm
In
gonna
terms
watch that
of-
tonight.
There's movies that like thank you. You go people think like Malibu. Here's what I want to say. It was really fun to write and execute, but doing was a lot of pressure. And I had a big say in it. And so when some of the most fun scenes you're watching, I was like fighting for my life because I knew we only had X amount of time in the day and I wanted to get every joke in. So as much as people enjoyed it is because I didn't want to fuck it up. And sometimes when you think something's fun, it is fun. You're getting to make it, but you have to make sure you fucking do it correctly.
It was more fun for a buddy who you got just in it. Who's
Yeah,
just
no.
playing a part.
Gotta make sure it
There's less
translates.
stress.
Yeah. Like I had a lot, and I'll never forget this. Terry Crews, this man, he's in it. And the shootout scene, I tell people this. I was so stressed out. I think I had him one time in my life, and I never had him since. That I had a hemorrhoid.
Damn.
Woof.
And if you had a hemorrhoid, it's just always something like kind of like knocking on your asshole's door. That sounds weird, but what I'm trying to say.
Knocking.
And Terry would pick me up,
Assholes.
Oh.
and because he had to pick me up, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, can you?" He's like, "Whatever you need," and I was like, "Can you just adjust it? Cause like my leg, and I don't want to like rub my hemorrhoid." He's like, "I got you." Like, but for like that whole day, I just never forget that my hemorrhoid. I had a flare up during that shootout scene, but I
Holy
still
shit.
had a great time, and then it went away. Shout out to the hemorrhoid.
Damn.
I'm gonna watch that movie, and
And
every
there's a
time I watch
hemorrhoid.
it with somebody, I'll be like, "He's got
I
a
had-
hemorrhoid in that shot."
I got a hemorrhoid, but Terry, like
Hemorrhoid action.
he was the man.
He's a professional, and he's strong as hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
I think that was the last one, bro. So for the
What a
super chats.
chat. This got me opening up too much. I'm saying too much, but I think we're all gonna say everything. I want to walk around all day with a camera on me. Cause
Get the,
I
get the
meet so many
glasses.
people.
Get the glasses. Have you seen those? The Ray-Bans.
How much are they?
Like $300 bucks.
And do they record? I wish they would edit my shit for me.
You can throw that into a
They'll
fucking
throw AI in there,
app,
and then you won't need to edit.
AI will do
like
that
you
for
said.
you. There's already a.
But you still
I know
have
you
to.
can-
No, but AI I know can do this. I can give them my set and go give me places where there's a good laugh and where you can see
It'll
the joke.
rank it too.
Yeah, and it'll give you 60 places, but you doesn't mean that it's gonna be able to cut it. You still have to
Yeah.
do some of it, but it helps.
No, there's a website. I'll give you one after.
I would like that.
Yeah. That you can just cut everything up.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Hell yeah.
The main reason I want to get those
He
glasses
sends
is
you a
for
link that
just-
scams you of your.
My Instagram page is, turns to the real
He
Jamie
sends you a
Kennedy
scam
experience.
All my crypto's gone.
Your
Bro.
bank account is empty.
I come to the podcast tomorrow in a van.
Yeah.
Yo, I just lost track of time. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, shit.
we're right about that time too. Hey man, let's give it
Fuck
up.
this wire.
Let's give it up for the guests, bro. Hey, today has been a fucking crazy
Yeah,
ass
man.
fucking
Thank you so
ride,
much
bro.
for coming, dude.
Don't worry about it. We'll fix it, bro. We'll fix it.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Jamie, if you got
Yeah,
any,
you're the man. Dude.
Oh,
if you got
everybody,
anything popping up, bro, you got anything you gonna shout out?
watch my podcast. Hate to break it to you with Jamie Kennedy. The deeper stuff goes on the Patreon. But that's it. Hate to break it to you. It's on my YouTube and it's also on Rumble because sometimes YouTube gets a little intense. So love you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to all the jokers. Shout out to all my homies downtown. Shout out to all the trucks. Shout out to Lady, my homegirl in Palmdale. Is it too much?
Nah, dude, that's perfect, dude. This is
God
my
bless
podcast,
you.
bro.
And let's have this party.
We're having
And let's
the
have some good
we're having the carne asada.
tequila. You know what? I do say that tequila is not drinking, although I haven't drank it in 6 years, because they say it's actually the only healthy booze.
It is the healthiest one.
Damn.
That's what they say.
Probiotics.
For real.
Agave.
For real.
The clearer it is, the better it is. Thank you, Ray, for running the boards. Morning Shot Films, Morning Real Podcast, where he reviews movies. Rock, any shout outs you got going on or anything you want to announce?
Follow me on all my socials at ROCKSAMSONATX. Follow my group at The Beautiful Men's Club. We are still releasing new music. Catch me here every Thursday and on the Dr. Green Thumb Mix Show every Friday. And still working on the We Don't Smoke the Same album. So
1 pound fish.
1 pound fish.
Nitty, come on, ladies.
Come on, ladies. 1 pound fish. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. I got a show. I'm hosting a show at the Improv at the Lab on the 28th. I would love if you guys would come out.
At the lab, Holmes?
Yeah, at the Lab, Holmes. Still trying to get into the scene and shit. Just come out, support. Thank you so much for coming out, dude. This has been fucking unreal for Young Nitty.
All
and,
day,
And me,
thanks.
Nitty, now.
God bless you.
Young
and
Nitty.
Yeah, thank you everybody for listening, man. I hope everybody's good.
God bless you guys. Peace.
That was everything, bro, for you to fucking do that. And it's the best. Thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in. FlavorsByEzone.com is the website. There's a lot of new stuff that I will be having up.
on the site.
One-pound fish.
I will be having. Thank you to the sponsors that made the
Very,
show
very
possible.
good.
Every
Very,
single
very
one of you
cheap.
guys.
1 pound fish.
And dude, that shit is.
They got him running the gauntlet right now.
Very,
Getting
very
shout
good.
outs
Do it.
out.
Subscribe to the Patreon. All right.
very, very cheap.
Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies.
1
pound fish. Come on, ladies. Come on. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Peace out. 1